Hey, hello, hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Let me see here.
Welcome in, everyone.
Here we go.
Welcome in.
Small talk. Here we go.
There we go. Welcome in, everyone, to Clicking Bricks June 2025 releases. That's Amberlia over there.
Hi.
And this is TJ. Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome into another releases stream. We have many things to cover today. And we are here.
We do.
Yeah. So many sets.
Many sets.
Yeah.
All right.
Too many. Some would say too many.
And you might notice I'm not where I'm normally at. The last time I actually tried to stream, I don't know if everybody might have remembered, but my microphone stopped working because my Elgato Wavelink stopped working. Still haven't got anything fixed yet. They did finally accept an RMA, so we'll see if they'll actually fix it though for me. But so this is actually where I normally work from. So it's a little awkward. I had to set everything up.
And I'm in my regular space. You got Banana Yoda. There's a space baby down there now.
Yeah.
Little space baby GWP. Yeah, it's the normal space for me.
Yeah. So this is going to be weird, TJ. This is this is technical difficulties. I don't think I see the captions you've created, so I think you're going to have to do the captions.
Oh, that's fun. It's a good thing small talk there.
Yeah. I mean, small talk's always there. So, because I'm looking, I'm like, I don't think I have everything. So,
yeah. Well, I put them all in the ticker category, not I don't remember which ones disappear when you show comments. So, I put them all in the ticker.
Oh, it's true. The lower third does. The lower third. It's the ticker that does. Oh, well, that's awesome. They both.
Yeah, double the small talk. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and so here we are. We're back. We are doing our releases once again. And for some of you, you might recall that we actually had a special guest last month for our releases. And we have a special guest this month too. And before we bring him in and do an introduction, I do quickly just want to say, PBJ, hello, welcome. Coaster Bricks, lovely to see you. One Brick Stud is out there. And hint, that could be who our special guest is. So hello to everybody out there. Anybody who's just lurking and watching, we're happy to have you with us and excited to go over the releases. TJ, would you like to introduce our guest?
Yes, I would love to introduce our guest. This person is known far and wide as a Harry Potter expert, Harry Potter encyclopedia, basically like the Harry Potter equivalent to what I am with Ninjago, which is obsessed. Streams over on Fab Blondie's Bricks channel on Sundays as part of Breaking with Friends, all over on Instagram as well, very active over there. Please welcome the one, the only, Amberlia, get ready to bring him in. One Brick Stud.
It's me. It's on me. Okay. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hey guys, how you doing?
There we go.
Great introduction. Thank you for that.
Yes. Oh, so happy to have you. So happy to
be here. Really am. When you've been watching the channel for a while now and you end up being on it, it's almost like surreal. So yeah, honor to be here.
Oh. Well, like I said, so excited to have you, especially because I know we were talking backstage that I've done all the Harry Potter, I've watched it, but I'm not as into it. So I'm so excited to have somebody who is genuinely in the lore, up to speed with Harry Potter, who's a big fan, and just to see, because a lot of times we'll see these releases and it's like, well, okay, if it was Star Wars, you can see why I'm excited. But it's wonderful to hear from people who are, going to be excited about these sets and what the meaning in having these particular sets is for, fans of Harry Potter. So we're so excited.
Absolutely. Yeah. Can't wait to talk about it. But like everything, you know, whenever you get like a new wave that comes through, you get excited, but also you have to brace yourself because, you know, money has to be spent.
Yeah. The wallet hurts. Yeah.
It does.
Well, to start with, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, like how, like your, quick summary about how you got into Lego, your journey here.
Oh, okay. Well, I kind of grew up with Lego. It wasn't like my go-to toy as a kid, but I had Lego sort of in the background. Did a little bit of, well, I suppose like same for my sister as well. We used to have Lego bricks around us. We used to just build whatever. We used to call them thingy-majigs. And then
I love that.
Well, you'd call them mocks now, but we called them thingy-majigs when we were growing up. And then, and I remember just having one or two little sets, and as I got a little bit older, I didn't really have Lego in my life as much. But I always had it at the back of my head, and I always thought maybe one day I'll go back and get something. And then my wife and I, we went to Paris. Last came back. We went to Wales straight after that, and we went to the Cardiff Lego store over there. And then when we went in, I saw the Quickie Mart set.
Oh wow!
And my wife said, "Like, I'm gonna buy it for you." Obviously, to cap off the basic holiday trip that we had. She's always wanted to go, and and I loved it. And then she bought me that. I built it, loved it, and then a year later, Harry Potter got rebooted. So that was it. Rabbit hole. I just nosedived into that rabbit hole, and and it's just the wheels have just got in motion more and more over the years until it became not just a hobby but a lifestyle. And then that was it. I just loved it and loved it and loved it. Then lockdown came, and obviously had more time on our hands, and that's when I started to discover there was actually people out there in the social media space that love Lego like I do, and then it sort of accelerated even more. And then Lego's like an everyday thing, and that's how I fell into it really. But yeah, it's all good, and I love it just as much as I did when I bought that very first set, the Quickie Mart.
Oh, I love that. And it's always because I grew up with just the random box of Legos, and didn't have a brick separator. So I didn't really get that experience. I actually came into it as an adult. And I love to hear the stories of the people who did grow up with it as kids and things like that. And, how that love, even if like they have a pause in time, like I love when in your adulthood and stuff, you're like, I still love Lego. and hearing people's story back into it. I love that.
Absolutely. I remember having like some sort of house or something. I don't know what it was as a kid, but then I just always thought, I wish I could just go inside that set. And I always had that image, even when I was growing up. I can always remember the interior. It was very basic. Obviously, this was like, I don't know, 96, 97, something like that. So I'm a 90s child. But yeah, always thought it'd be really cool to go back into that. But yeah, it's all good, really, and just love it. And it's obviously just looking around the room, it's like, oh dear, it's a hobby that I really, really love, and it never gets any cheaper either.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. So we've talked a little bit about your journey with Lego. What is it about Harry Potter for you? Like, what made, did you read the books and fall in love? Like, what is it about you that has stuck with you?
Well, I started reading the books when I was finishing primary school and going into secondary school. And I was a kid that was a lot of challenges to their learning. I really didn't have a passion to sit still and read. I was not one of those children that could sit still and learn. And so I used to hate the books. I used to be the type of kid that used to just throw the books back at my teacher. Even if like 400-page books, don't care, it's going in all directions. But anyway, I read a bit of the books and I watched the first film. I was like, wow, that's amazing. But then I watched the first film, then I started to read the books, and I just absolutely loved it. And then it's just a story that I got hooked with. And I remember when I was at school, I had a lot of poor teachers that really didn't believe in my skill sets and didn't believe I would mount to anything. And I remember I had a teacher in year 4 3, used to be quite abusive. She used to grab us, and I remember once honestly, her name is Mrs. Pritchard. She used to grab us round our faces, and she used to do this to me. She used to squeeze my face and then put her face right next to mine and just shout at me saying, "Do your work." And it could have been worse. Well, it was really bad, especially because sometimes she did that after lunch and she'd been eating garlic. So
good Lord.
And then and I had a lot of teachers that just didn't believe in me. And then when I started to read the books and sort of deep dived into the story, I kind of felt like a bit when I was about 11, 12, 13, that actually I've got teachers now I finally look up to. So I had like Dumbledore, Snape, McGonagall. They were the first teachers I loved, really. And it got me reading, so it got me more literate, and it gave me probably a lot more confidence and self-esteem in myself. And then as I got older, still very much into Harry Potter, I love everything. And then obviously I haven't looked back since when I left school. And obviously what I'm doing now in life in general, I couldn't be more pleased. So I do have, it's more than just a story in Harry Potter. It's something that's really enhanced my mental health and sort of my life skills and so on. It's a bit deep, this. Sorry, guys, but that's it.
No, I mean, I'll be honest. I got chills while you were talking. Like that was just so beautiful. Like when I'm like knocking my thing around here. Sorry. Like the fact that this like piece of literature like had such a profound effect on you.
Absolutely.
Like I love that. Like you said, it was the first time you had teachers you looked up to. Like that is so amazing. And it really does speak to how profound these stories and things that we experience can have effects on our lives, especially if maybe we don't have the best environment growing up and things like that. Like the fact that we can be exposed to these things and have it lift us up. I love that. I love it.
Absolutely. And sometimes in life, and especially when I was a kid, it was you sometimes you need to escape your own world. You need to go somewhere else, dwell in what that world is. But then Harry Potter always had a fantastic ability while I was watching the films or reading the books. It then prepared me to go back into my own world. So it sort of helped me to get away, but then also revisit the world that I actually live in. And then so that's the impact Harry Potter had on me. I've just noticed PBJ said I live under the stairs. No, I wasn't that lucky. I lived under the sink. No. I had a bedroom. I had loving parents, so they supported me. My parents unconditionally support. So I didn't have a plus under the stairs.
Oh my God. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I've been hogging all the questions, TJ. Did you have anything?
No, those are good questions. Those about covered it. But I suppose Lego community. What do you like about the Lego community? What drew you in to this community and brought you over here?
What drew me into the community? I was in the shadows for the first year. So when I discovered people on YouTube, I just watched. Didn't put anything in the chat, just watched. That was it. And then just enjoyed watching people who love things that I do. And then I started to interact with the community a little bit more. Obviously, just be a bit more active in people's streams. And then I was invited a couple of times to join other people's streams, and that's how I fell into it, And obviously, Amberlia used to be on. I should know this. I attend it every Sunday.
Good morning, Brick World. Yes.
Yeah, that was it.
Yes.
I can't believe I've forgotten. I was like, I've only been on there 2 years. Fab Brothers Brick, and then I remember commenting on there when you were there, and then you actually gave me the nudge to actually go on to social media. I
remember that. Oh my gosh, I was like, do
it. So
oh my God, yes.
I needed it. I needed a nudge, and I remember I was just communicating with you guys on that stream, and they gave me a little nudge, and then that was that, and then absolutely enjoyed it. I was on Family Bricks, and then I was Fab Blondie's Bricks. Almost forgot the name of that again. then, sorry, Fab. And then London Calling. I remember being on Good Morning Brick World once or twice, and then a few other streams like Bonnie Bricks. And then you realise you're actually making friends at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not just there. You're getting people that are inviting you onto streams and wanting to interact with you, not just because they can enhance their channel. It's because they want to see you.
Yeah.
And then you end up hanging out with not acquaintances or Lego type of colleagues. You're hanging out with friends. And then, and then that was it. And then in all this, what I do, I can't see a life without it now, because I've got friends now, and that love what I do, and then that is that. And then you not just make friends, you make people that you consider like family as well, and when you get to know people as well, you sort of tap into their personality, and you get to know them, and you learn them beyond just Lego, and then you sort of learn about them as the person. And I'm obviously about saying names, but there's some people where over the past year something's happened in their lives, maybe their mental health or family stuff going on, and then obviously you just got that urge to make sure they're okay, and you look out for them, and then that's it. You create such a strong bond with people that you end up creating friends for life and family for life. Brothers from another mother or sisters from another.
Yes. No, I love that. And it's so interesting because, the internet is like this, it's a tool, obviously, which can be used for bad or good. But I really love when like the story like that you're talking about, like interacting and creating like these genuine friendships. It's so amazing to realize that this tool has allowed us to connect in not, in a very deep way with people who we would never interact with or ever have an opportunity to because of distance or things like that. And to have us come together with, of course, a love of Lego. Because a lot of times in with streamers and stuff, there's that parasocial aspect and things that happen. Yeah. But this community, like you said, people aren't inviting you on to stream because it's like, this will boost my stream. They're inviting you because they're like, I want to hang out with this person. I think they're cool, and I would love to do it on stream.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's great, and you do break away. You do meet people in the flesh. Like you don't see them on screen forever. I know you guys would be. I can't remember if you're going Amberlia to Brickwood, Chicago, but you'll be you'll be seeing people there that and then tomorrow I'm meeting up with Martin Madlip, who is we live about 40 miles apart, so not that far away. So we're going to the Lego store for the June 1st releases. But it's not just that. I want to see Martin as well.
Yeah,
excited to buy first day releases, and just seeing my good friend Martin will enhance the whole experience of that. So and it's just gonna be the same. I'll see him, give him a big hug, and then time to let go because he hugs for far too long, and then start lying instead.
Yeah, I love it, and that's what I just think makes this community so unique. I love that is that it is genuinely people who. We stream because we want community, we're doing this because it's like, I want you to interact with me. I want you to come hang out and chat. I want to have you on stream and learn about your life because we love Lego. So we're cool people.
Absolutely. Well, unfortunately, I think sometimes over the past few years, I would say distanced myself from a few people I used to be friends with, not like on the Lego community, just people in general, because they've not got that passion. And sometimes they sort of really, you're a 25-year-old, 30-year-old playing with Lego and so on. It's sort of take the mickey, and it's just don't need that. But,
no.
But and that's the beauty. You're interacting with people that understand why you're a geek and why you love Lego. And
yeah. Oh, love it.
Love it. Being a Lego geek. I love being a Lego geek. Love it.
Harry Pottery, the one with Ed Sheeran, right? What is that? I don't know. Is that a joke of a Harry Potter joke? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, what are you even talking about?
What are you doing, KO? No, I'm just kidding.
KO, what drugs have you put? What drugs have you put on your pizza?
I have to be honest. Like it's always a joy when KO's always got some fun things
he's
to throw in there.
And I've met him a couple of times this year, and he's a fantastic guy. I met him at obviously Bricktastic.
Oh yeah.
I met him. I should know what you're on about. I don't. But yeah, I met him at Bricktastic. We met up in Birmingham a few months ago. So he's obviously a really, really good guy. Yeah. KO is
fantastic.
Top guy. Fantastic mock designer as well. He's like,
so good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was the one.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you go to conventions, you don't see everything. Let's face it.
Yeah.
You sometimes see people's pictures on social media, and you're like, I don't remember seeing that. And then when you leave the convention, no matter how many weeks or months have passed, some mocks stay in your head. And KO's definitely was. It was dreams. It was like the nightmare setting, and it was just it was fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, okay. So honestly, I could talk to you forever, but I do know we have to get to our releases because that's like the point here. But yeah. So before I keep going, because I'll just keep asking you questions. It'll go crazy. TJ, why don't you bring us into the releases?
Yeah, let's do the releases. Let's do this. Let's do the thing.
Do the thing.
Where are all the things? Is this the thing? I think this is the thing.
It worked.
Hey.
We got a list. This is it.
There it is.
I'm trying to figure this out on my own. This there. That's.
Hello, welcome.
Hey.
It is June releases, but we are going to start out specifically with Harry Potter releases. Fortunately, all of these are worldwide June 1st releases for all of us, so we can cover them. We don't have to wait 2 months. Us in the US.
Yes.
So we get these all at once. Let's start with this one.
Oh, starting big.
The main tower. Yeah. Well, I've got them ordered high to low, and everything you see here except for the advent calendar is coming out. I can't filter the advent calendars out because Lego won't let me. Lego, if you're listening to this, you need to add a feature that allows you to order by release date.
Yes,
that would
please.
Be very helpful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. We are doing free promotion for you every month, Lego. You can give us this.
Yeah. But yes, we have. So to start out the Harry Potter releases, we have Hogwarts Castle, the main tower, $260. I apologize. I'm not going to know the UK prices offhand, but $260, 2,135 pieces. Look at this thing. This thing is massive.
Yeah,
it's
230. Huge. 230 in the UK.
Yeah. Is this a thing? Is this on its own, or is this a piece of the castle?
It's a piece of castle. It's the second chunk of the new Hogwarts system. Last year we had the new they started the new Hogwarts system. So last year it was the Great Hall, and this is the main tower. So this connects with the Great Hall.
Oh,
and let me see do they have an image? Let me see.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, I love this. I did not realize okay, like I am on board. I love this. I've talked about it before, how I think it would be fantastic if you could like have sets that, you get your set, maybe that's all you get, but you can connect and expand. I love this.
Absolutely. I think the Great Hall and the main tower this year, they do look fantastic in isolation. When they're on their own, they still look great. But when you put them together, absolutely fantastic. And the thing about this image is, it's still not the biggest. They haven't connected the boathouse to the front of the Great Hall. So you see where the steps are that lead down to the table. You'll have
right down there.
Yeah, you'll have the boathouse that connects via sea cliff. So yeah, it is going to be absolutely monstrous when this is done. And we still got 2 more waves to go after the main tower. We still got January the 1st, and then we got the next big chunk, which looking at the box art, we kind of know what's coming the next year as well. So if you look at the back there, you can see the astronomy tower. So that's
wow.
that's the tallest structure in Hogwarts. So that's likely to be the next big chunk, and then that should be it. I mean, like 3 years. History tells us that they don't go further than 3 years. They could make a 4th year. I doubt that, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. But this
I
main
love
tower,
this.
but this main tower set is absolutely outstanding. Just the sheer height, and it's just so chunky as well. And you get such an array of minifigures as well, and they've also reintroduced Fluffy, a brand new Fluffy mold.
Yes. There we go.
Which is great. And because the previous Fluffy mold...
Look at this lineup. Look at this lineup of figures.
It is amazing. So we've got here, Professor Kettleburn, who's in the books. Not really much in the films, unless you read into like Potter Wikipedia, it might suggest that Professor Kettleburn was in the background of the films. And then you've got Fluffy, you've got yet again another new Dumbledore, which is still fantastic. So he wears some really nice jazzy robes. Ron, Harry, Hermione, Neville, Dean Thomas, Marcus Flint, and we got Snurly Headwit's Nick, we got Percy Weasley, Ernie Macmillan, a very niche character, and we've also got Lisa Turpin, another niche character.
Wow, there's so many. Yeah, I reckon like these two were the ones that I didn't recognize. Like I know the names, but I couldn't place the face to the name or the fig to the name, I suppose. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, what a lineup of figs. So many.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's,
Fluffy. I have to say Fluffy. Fluffy is great. I love it.
Yeah. It's a massive upgrade as well from the previous one, because the previous one had like ball joints, that grey, and it stood out.
So Lego doesn't recolor the ball joints.
They don't. I don't understand why. They did it with Dobby. But with this, they've actually made a new mold, 3 new headpieces. The only disadvantage to this Fluffy compared to the previous one is that it's all got the same face. Whereas the previous one had 3 heads. Both eyes was awake, open. One was one eye closed, one eye open, to being, I'm just waking up. And then the other one was completely asleep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I think this is fantastic.
Floor. Yes. Yeah. Here's the bottom floor. We've got a lot of Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone, depending on where you are. You've got Fluffy down here, so that's the trapdoor underneath. Gets you down into, I forget the name of the plants that try and kill you, but they're there. And then you have the keys with the brooms, and then you have the chess set. It's all really nice additions there. And some other stuff up here. That's a rotating staircase. That's a nice inclusion there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is? I didn't realize. That is so cool.
Yeah, it's on a little turntable piece so that you can spin it around.
Yeah.
Oh, love it. Love it.
It's good that Lego's done that, because there was a gift we purchased a couple of years ago, which was a grand staircase, and now you've got a proper grand staircase now. And just to go back, it's called the Devil's Snare that you fall into.
Yeah, the Devil's Snare. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking a different name, and I don't know where it came from. It came from Ninjago. It was Strangleweed, and that was the Ninjago thing that appeared in one episode.
Yeah. The only thing that was sort of missing, where the Rocky Foundations are, is that you don't have the final room where Harry encounters Professor Quirrell. So I think that might be an individual set that you might just be able to plug in. So you had like the 3 challenges, 4 if you count Devil's Snare. So you got the Devil's Snare, then you've got the Wing Keys room, then you got the chess set, and then you got the room with the Mirror of Error set, which is at the top, which is absolutely fine. It just means that you can't entirely complete that scene at the end where they go in, Harry faces Quirrell.
Yeah, but releasing that as a separate set would probably be a better idea. Because if they also put that scene down here, then you'd have 2 mirrors, and then it could get kind of weird.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we've got Dumbledore's office up here. We got the Sorting Hat. Can't remember what it's called.
Pensieve.
The thing. Yes, that.
Yes, I remember that thing.
The memories. Yeah. All my mind is just filling up with Ninjago stuff. So
it does look a bit jazzy in the films, though. I mean, in this one, it does look like a toilet seat.
Yeah.
It looks a bit more jazzy.
Yeah. Okay, I was going to say, like, Is there a toilet?
I was thinking, I don't remember this.
No. It's
Harry
toilet.
Potter.
I wonder if this could. I mean, imagine if this did what Markets does as well. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, there's some lifestyle pictures. Of course, we saw this image of it combined. It has a new troll as well. That's another nice inclusion.
Nice.
That's in the
wait,
Great Hall.
no. Oh no, that's from the Great Hall. Never mind.
That's the Great
just got
Hall.
the combination.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what they're doing. There's all the figs. There's some more images, so we get some more views of the interior. Looks like this is the Gryffindor common room. So you got the picture here that folds open when you speak the password, unless you're Neville, in that case you've forgotten the password. Some sleeping quarters here and little lounge area. They have to downsize it all because you can only fit so much into a Lego set, and if they made it scale accurate, it would probably be the size of my house or something like that.
They've committed more space into the common room. So if you got like the Hufflepuff common room in the Great Hall, it's much smaller than this. Obviously, Gryffindor stands out as like it's Harry Potter's house. So this is actually big enough for it to, especially when you compare it to other common rooms.
Yeah. And what I love about things like this is, it's not meant to be to scale, right? It's meant to be, you're a fan, you love the movies and stuff. And like, I personally feel like when you're building things like that, I feel like it's like the Easter egg. They're not Easter eggs, but as you're building, you're like, you're getting those memories, right? That are kind of clicking in, that you remember like those scenes and things like that. And so I love that it's this idea of this representation of like either, like you said, like the rooms, the dorms, or it's like a particular scene, like we have downstairs with the different like trial things. I love those little things because again, from display, it can be, first off, if you're displaying this, no one's going to see the inside, right? Unless you're displaying it that way. But I feel like it's very much about the build experience for the Harry Potter fan. As you're putting these things together and you're seeing these, at least that's the experience I have, like, especially with like Star Wars or different things when I'm building them. And it feels like a little something for me on the inside,
Oh, absolutely. They give you all the ingredients here to recreate what happens in Philosopher's Stone. They really do. They got the minifigures in the right torsos. They got the fluffy. They got Neville in his pajamas because he stands up to them at the end and tries to, he's not a bad guy in the slightest, but he tries to stand in their way and he gets rewarded for that at the end. So he's got that cute torso where he's in his pajamas. And that's probably my favorite figure in this. That Neville. I just love that Neville. And I like color like that blue. It just really pops. That this one and obviously Professor Kettleburn is my favorite fix out of the two.
Nice.
There's building it, so you can. This is just an in-action shot of them building it.
Okay, but if you go back to that, is this set up in the way where you can have two people building and like then you put those pieces together?
So those are both iPads. So they're encouraging you to do the online instructions. I'm guessing
but they're
check out a review to find out.
Okay, because there are certain sets that you can like more than one person can build, where you're building a section, I'm building a section, and when we're done, we're going to be able to put our sections together versus like you have to do step 1 first. You have to do like step 2 first or second. You know what I mean? And I love those when they are something that people can build little pieces of, because you can share that with your friends or your family or your loved ones and things. And then, it's more of like that interactive building process. Like we had that with the Dungeons and Dragons set where my husband could build pieces and I could build pieces, and then we'd come together and put everything together. I love that.
Yeah, and you can do that. So in the Great Hall last year, that it encouraged multi-building because you had various instruction books. You just have one big book. You had multiples. You had ones that committed to the rocky foundations, and you had another book for the bathroom, and then the Hufflepuff common room, and then the courtyard, and the Great Hall. So that's great. So it really gives you an opportunity where you can build with other people. And I hope this is the same.
Yes. Who dis? I don't know who dis. Who dat? Hello, Matt. Lovely to have you.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, let's see. I think Lego is aiming for family fun time together. I'm all for that. Like, I love that idea. I love the idea of being, because my daughter will sometimes want to build some of the more expensive sets that I'm working on. I'm like, oh, no, mind you, we do have a process, you know, like you do the first 2 pages and I'll find your bricks. And then like, so we have figured that out, but I love the idea of here, you build that part, I build that part. Like, I'm glad they're moving more towards that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, my favorite room, actually, one of my favorite rooms here is at the top where the Mirror Vera set is, because you can actually turn the mirror and then it creates more interior space for the character so you can fulfill the scene. Because the problem with the 2018 Great Hall, it was just, you got hardly any room for a minifigure, and you could turn it so you got that room to put Harry in, and you could sort of recreate that scene of him looking in the mirror and you can see his parents.
Oh,
so that's really, really cool.
I love that. I love that stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no closer up image of the mirror, but it's right up there above Dumbledore's office in this set. So, yeah, they made use of all the space in this building.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. So, I mean, I feel like I know the answer. Is this a day one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Day one. Yeah. Picking this up tomorrow. Yeah, this is one of 3 sets I'm going to be picking up tomorrow. 100%.
Nice.
Yeah, got to be picking this up. And it's just going to be scary how, like, where this is going to go to. You know, we still know we've got a 3rd chunk next year. And based on these 2 sets that you can see being connected together, you kind of know what's coming next year, you know, in terms of, like, obviously, yeah, we know an astronomy tower, but it really suggests that we are going to get, the next one's going to be based on Chamber of Secrets. So all the rock foundations is going to be all to a Chamber of Secrets, and hopefully, because we've had a molded Fluffy this year and a molded Mountain Troll last year, we should get a molded Basilisk.
Which would be really good.
And the minifigure, and also another pattern from these 2 sets is that they seem to give you more ghosts. So we've had Cornelia Headless Nick. Last year, we had the Fat Friar, and when the one ghost we need, because they brought a couple of minifigures from other sets in an advent calendar, and that's the Bloody Baron. I think
yes,
needs to be in this set. It has to be.
Yeah.
They've made a ghost in the advent calendar who was in the film for like 3 seconds. It doesn't really say anything. You know, it's amazing how sometimes Lego works. They've brought out these characters. Like, they've been tapping into the books a little bit more. But like Professor Kettleburn, he's not in the films at all. He's mentioned in Prince of Azkaban. You can just about hear Dumbledore mention his name. But then you got that character before any of the other characters, you know, that's come out. But, you know, it still draws us in. I still like these niche characters that we get, these background characters. Because then that adds to more storytelling.
Yes. You know? Yes. Hello, Urban Lego Spaceman.
Yeah. And before we move on to other Harry Potter sets, I will also note that this measures over 26.5 inches or 76 centimeters high. So it's that tall. It's 2 feet tall.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like, this is like you need like, I get you buy it in pieces, but the nice part is you have some time to get that dedicated space for this gigantic thing to just be displayed.
Yeah.
I will say as well, Chris, I'd love to see it next to Ninjago modulars. I'd love to see just like the height comparison.
Well, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely take pictures. You might within the next couple of weeks, you might be able to see it because the way I've angled like my background, because obviously I've just completely reset my Lego room over the past year. So obviously I've got this table, I've got 3 tables here. Obviously that's for like outside of Hogwarts. And this is going to be Hogwarts grounds. So you got the Great Hall here. And obviously the main tower is going to be there. And then obviously all the other bits and pieces that goes with Hogwarts. And then in that table over there is going to be Ninjago Island. So that's what it's going to be like. And then in time, I'm going to have like an owl shape of floating shells for the modulars. So I've got a lot
wow.
of solid wall
Nice.
space here.
Yeah.
So this wall here, I'd like to have the Sanctum Avengers Tower Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
And then, it's just nice this is my inner child. Just imagine the minifigures coming out the buildings and they can instantly look down and they can see in the distance Hogwarts, Ninjago,
Oh.
and then outside. That's just the inner geeky child side of me. But yeah,
Oh.
and I'm like, obviously I'm not hardcore, not Ninjago, I'm not quite like TJ. But there, I've got workshops to build. That was a birthday present, and then I still need to get markers. But yeah, that's how it's looking like. And the thing is, like with this new Hogwarts system, it's not just about the actual castles, but you can make this incredible Hogwarts. It's all the bits and pieces, like all the other builds that's around Hogwarts. So you got like, Durmstrang, for example.
Oh, wait, here we go. Yeah.
So you got Durmstrang. You could, so imagine once this Hogwarts is finished, you've got the new Hogwarts system. You've got Durmstrang. You've got Hagrid's hut. You've got the Hogwarts. Hogsmeade Village Station, and you've got Hogsmeade Village. And Hogsmeade Village is going to be our UCS set this year. So imagine putting all those sets together. It's going to be a fantastic display piece altogether. It's just going to be insane.
Oh. Love it. And so hello, Organize Oblivion. So glad you could join us during your work break. And then I love the idea of planning your Lego room so your minifigs have a good view. I agree. I second that. I love it.
Absolutely. Sometimes you have to try and get into the heads of your own figures sometimes. It's just trying to, if I was a figure, what would I like to see? And things like that. But it's all good. Yeah, we've got my Disney section over there as well, which is more like my wife's sort of stuff. She's got the Disney castles because she loves Lego as well.
Oh, love it.
Yeah. So we've got a bunch of other Harry Potter sets here. Chris, are there any other ones you'd like to focus on? I don't think we have time to deep dive on them all, but are there?
Well, in all fairness, that the main tower castle deserved that time. It definitely did. Yes.
Quality Quidditch supplies.
Yeah. We can look at that one. I think that's a good one. Maybe the book nook. I think that's been important, just because they're making book nooks now. Yeah, it's like sub thing.
Yeah, let's take a look at the book nook. That's an important one to view.
Yeah, I have my issues with it a little bit.
Yeah, so $100, 832 pieces. Here it is. So it's platform 9 3/4, right here where the Hogwarts Express is.
Okay, well, I think I missed something. What's a book nook?
So it's basically supposed to go in between your books on a bookshelf, is what it's supposed to do. So you see like there, for an example, on the front of the box, there's a few books in between, so you can disconnect sections and do it that way. Or you can do this and combine it this way. And then books can go on either side. There's probably more images in the lifestyle.
Yeah. So it's like a Lego built. What are they called? The things that you do put on the ends of your books so they don't fall off the shelf. Bookends. Yes, bookends. There we go. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah,
Here's a real life example.
Oh, I mean, I like that, but I feel like my books about like Python and coding in between that's just going to look funny.
I think what would be better is if they did, because I'm not sure how many people read books now. I still think there's plenty of people that read books, but like, how many books are going to be on like our shelves? We're going to have sets. I think this would be good for I don't know, a backlog. So you got like a shelf of backlog, and then you've got like it on either side. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
but it is good. I do like what they're doing. They're trying something new, and that's what Lego should be about, trying new concepts.
Yes.
They're doing it with Lord of the Rings, with the Balrog, and they've done it with Sherlock Holmes. I still think Sherlock Holmes is still the number one in terms of book nook. This is officially known as a book nook, according to the title of the set. But they display it as a bookend. So it works a lot better than with it being a bookend. But when you close it up so it becomes a book nook, it looks odd because you've got two parts of Hogwarts. You got the back of Hogwarts, you got the front. There's only one train.
Yeah.
Which is really bizarre. Yeah. So in terms of accuracy, it's not right. It looks like the train is in a U shape.
Yeah. Well, to me, it looks like one's going and one's coming in.
Yeah.
Your normal train.
Like
system.
This is going to appeal to completionists. This could still be incorporated into a city. You could still have this, because I still plan to get this. Right, there's me slating it, and I'm still going to buy it. And then and because in some way this could work into a city, possibly. And also, if you've got like the big Hogwarts Express on the collector's edition, this is going to appeal to you, because that's actually that was like 4 dioramas in one set, and they've got these sticker tiles up there. It's the exact same design in that big Hogwarts Express. So you could actually take these quote tiles and put them in with the big Hogwarts to recreate another diorama scene. It's exactly the same sticker, different quotes.
Yeah,
which is fantastic.
I love that. I love that, like, kind of, I mean, I don't know if it's on purpose, but I love, if it is, that's great, because it does give you like another reason to purchase and also another way to customize.
Absolutely. The train design looks very similar to Hogsmeade Village Station train. And I'm really pleased that fans who, let's face it, Lego is expensive. Some people can't afford it. Some people won't be able to justify spending that amount of money on a big Hogwarts Express. But I'm so glad they've got this Ron now, because that Ron, which is what he wears when Harry first meets him, that's what he wears. And so far, up until the release of this set, that's the only way you can get that minifigure. And it's quite a lot of money. So I'm quite glad you can get that Ron now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, that's an urban. Yeah, that's an interesting idea with like a British name. And then it does just look like you've got another train over there. Absolutely. That's true.
Yeah.
What I would prefer is if they have done, well, once you close it up like this, is that you got one side where you can see the train head on, and on the other side, you've got like Harry, Ron, and maybe even Molly Weasley, the moment where he pushes the trolley through the wall. One side before he gets to platform 9 3/4, and then the other side when he's reached it, and you can see train.
Yeah. I could see people doing some modifications.
Oh yeah, definitely,
to make it like where this side's the wall instead, and then having a more accurate scene that way. I want this just for a city. I do. This is not going to be used as a bookend or a bookmark. It looks far more completed compared to the previous King's Cross that we had. It just looks more, just like the station part. It just looks really, really nice. I do like this position better for the set overall, because it just has the one continuous train. I think that's better look. And you do even get some interior space inside the train too. So you have some seats there. They've got a bunch of food. Chocolate Frog is hopping away. Yeah, that's
I love it.
It's nice that they can even add like a little feature like that into the build when it's such like a small space.
It is really, really good. It's a new Ron as well, even though, like I've just mentioned about the Ron, that particular Ron being locked in that big expensive Hogwarts set, that's still a new variation. The printing's slightly different.
I do feel as well with this set. I mean, like, any Harry Potter fan would feel inclined to get this, but I do feel like it works very well if you're like a Harry Potter fan, but not necessarily a Lego fan, but you do want to get something Lego, and this could be just like one thing is like a one and done. You put it on your shelf, you put all your Harry Potter books in between these two sections, the way they have it displayed. I don't know if they on the box, like you put all your Harry Potter books there, and that would be like, if you're like not a Lego collector, that's like a good way to do it, I suppose. And that's I think one of the things we have to keep in mind for this set in particular is that it's meant to appeal to more than just Lego fans. Like, it's meant to appeal to like the casual Harry Potter fan who isn't into Lego.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously Lego want that, because I'd like to think that at times Lego can prioritize the fans, but obviously they need to reach a wider demographic. So, this is definitely going to appeal to people who maybe not even into Lego. They can just buy it, as you said, like a one-off purchase, and then
and they're trying to draw those people in, and I think this set does a good job of that.
Yeah, and I look forward to seeing what else they can make. I mean, it's going to encourage creativity. I think people are going to go away and create their own sort of, book nooks. You can easily do a Diagon Alley one. You can even do a Diagon Alley bookends. Well, you could technically use the big Diagon Alley now to doing that sort of stuff, but they could do that with Diagon Alley. They can do it with potentially Hogwarts. Yeah, I think this theme has no limits.
Yeah.
Would you like to see a Ninjago one?
Oh, that'd be cool. Especially with some of the Ninjago books we've been getting recently. Like, we had those Spinjitzu Brothers books. We had the Garmadon comic that got turned into a book. Most recently, we had the Shatterspin comic got turned into a book. It was actually kind of sad because they only released the first 2 individual issues. And then they canceled the rest of the comic. But fortunately, they were able to release the whole thing as a book. And I got it in the mail this week. So this is really good. This is a really good story. And it's a good tie-in for Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 2. But also kind of focuses on a younger Garmadon during the Serpentine War as it's just getting started. So yeah, nice. It's I really love these. And I feel like this and the Garmadon comic that came out last year are targeted more towards older fans who know about some of the older seasons and have watched those. Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, no, I'd love to see a Ninjago book. It'd be
what about you, Amberlia?
It'd be fun.
If you had to decide on a book nook, what would you decide, Amberlia? What would be your perfect
Star Wars?
Specific certain scene, certain character? Something with Chopper?
Well, of course, but like I think I'm sitting here going, I want book nooks, because like I really think you could do some really cool. I mean, because we already have like, oh my gosh, I have like the Darth Vader fight down there, right? And I've got somewhere I have like the Mandalorian one where you've already kind of got like that little sideways thing going. And I think it would be really great to have something that is kind of like a scene that extends out like longer than let me bring it up just to like make it easier so you can kind of envision what I'm talking about here. Okay, here we go. So like, right. So they already have things like this. And I think it would be really cool to have like a second one that like the scene extends kind of beyond it. So if you put them together, that's kind of cool. In fact, it could be like the doorway to the next scene. I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah, you could have one side New Hope and the other side Rogue One or something like that.
Yes. Let's see if I can put this away without breaking it. Yes. Oh, and I just saw, if I'm not mistaken, I think we have wait, I saw it. It's here.
Yeah.
La Lego, hello.
Hey, Greg.
Welcome.
Everyone putting in their Laldo emotes because Greg dressed up as Laldo, which is like Waldo, but
love it.
Greg,
love it.
Greg version. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, so we've got a number of Harry Potter sets here. But let's take a look at this one as well. This will be
it's gotta be.
Yeah, this will be our final one that we really get a deep dive in, I think.
Yes, we will still, for everybody, we will do our thing. We'll go over all of them, but we're just doing like some deep dives into like some certain ones. We're front loading the deep dives.
Yeah, we're the inclusion to the deep dives. We have Privet Drive, Aunt Marge's Visit. $90, 639 pieces. Right away, you notice that in the corner.
So good.
That is fantastic.
So good. And
oh, that is fantastic. That is okay, please don't come for me, chat. Don't come for me. Which movie does this happen in?
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I know that. Okay, I know. Okay, I think I know this scene. I think I do. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we have Aunt Marge's Visit. It's basically number 4 Privet Drive. house there that they live in. So you do get a regular fig of Aunt Marge. She's in here, as well as Petunia and Vernon and Dudley and Harry. So all the core cast, and even Aunt Marge's dog. I don't remember the name of the dog.
Ripper.
Ripper. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have the house here, entrance, little living area, kitchen, dining area. You have Harry's room, you have Dudley's room, you have a toilet because Lego decided to add that in there, and you have the closet that Harry used as a bedroom for a time.
I think what they've done is, because Dudley's room is meant to be bigger than Harry's, so the bedroom Harry's in, so by the time he gets to the second year, Harry gets given to Dudley's his bedroom, so Dudley's got a bigger bedroom now. So I think what they've done is they've probably incorporated a toilet just to make Harry's room look smaller than Dudley's.
That's fair.
That's what I think.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So it's just like a filler room. I kind of wish when I look at it, and don't get me wrong, this is the other set I'm buying tomorrow, day one, is that could they have put in Petunia's and Vernon's bedroom in as well? I'm not sure if they could. It might be a bit of a squeeze.
Yeah, the house would have had to have been bigger, I think, because either that or they would have had to split this room in half and put their bedroom here, and then just have Dudley get the whole one side of the top floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is crazy off topic, but like it went from sunny outside to like thunder and lightning, and now it's pouring rain.
Oh
my! I live in the craziest place. I really do.
Whereabouts? Like
Massachusetts, Boston-ish area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm from LA. Like I'm a California girl, born and raised. So here is like weird. It's great. No, it's fantastic. But weather-wise, it's weird. I am used to there just being like hot and really hot. Like those are the only like weather we have in California.
Yeah. It's the hottest part of America, is it? Or is it like I keep hearing everything like Phoenix is relatively scorching?
Yes, because that's more west and south. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's the house folded up. I love these windows. I'm assuming those will be prints because there's so many of them.
They're not. They're stickers. It makes you think, because it's like the same sticker. You'd like to think Lego could have just made a print that they would then go on to use in other sets. But I was so 50-50 about this because in the Burrow windows are all stickers. But then again, the stickers in the Burrow, they're all different. The windows are slightly different, the patterns, but they are all stickers.
Oh my gosh. Like, I get it. Like, people will complain about certain things, but when it's like 2 pieces in a set, I'm like, okay, I get it. It's a lot. It's always cheaper, obviously, to do stickers. But like you were saying, that there's so many of these, and this is like a window design. Like, hey, let's print this, and then we could use this in other sets later. Like,
they could have done it the other way around. They could have done this. They could have used printed window elements in the Tudor Corner set, with it being in the same country, British setting, and then they could just introduce this in the Privet Drive set. They could easily use these elements across various things.
Yeah,
and it's on transparent pieces too. That's the one time where I think prints are necessary, is when it's on transparent parts, because stickers do not show up well on transparent parts.
No, and you get all it takes is one little air bubble as well.
Yeah.
So wait, are those transparent bricks that those stickers are stuck on?
Yeah, the transparent little panels. Yeah, that go in
panels?
the windows.
Oh.
Yeah,
wait.
If anybody's buying these stickers, don't use your actual fingers. Whatever you do, don't use.
Yeah, use a brick separator or something else.
But
some sort of equivalent tool.
Yeah.
That's the only issue
also, I was going to say, back from when I used to do scrapbooking and a lot of sticker stuff, they have these really great, there's all different uses for it, but like the fine tip, like tweezers, but they're the ones that are closed and you press to open. Those are really great for like if you really need some good precision, because the tweezers have like a really fine tip, so you can get like on the edge of something, so you can see most of the sticker, and it lets you like really like have more control over where you put it. And again, you don't have to squeeze it to keep it on.
Yeah, because sometimes it's like you use a brick separator and you can't see. Sometimes your hand blocks the rest.
Yes.
Of the and sometimes you almost feel like you're gambling. You're like, please don't let the sticker hang over the edge of the inside of the brick. You know, it's almost a risk.
Oh my God, it's so true though. Because honestly, when I was doing some of the pieces on Chopper that kind of went across, and like it's like that sticker barely fits. So like, but it's long too. Like when they're smaller, they're easier sometimes. But when it's longer, and you're like, if I don't get that first part lined up right, like you're going across, and you're like, damn it. And the worst is if it hangs over, because like it's going to get yanked off, you know, or something's going to happen. It's going to get messed up. No, it is. It's totally a gamble. It's so crazy.
Yeah. Good selection of figs. Yeah. Harry's
very nice figs.
Harry's the one from the night bus, which actually I have here. I haven't built yet.
Yeah.
It's because what happens in this scene is just after what happens in the Privet Drive set. So I've actually kept this in the backlog. So hopefully it will just enhance the building experience a little bit better. So once I've built Privet Drive, and then obviously, you know, sort of building the story, then I can go straight into this. So yeah, this is where Harry leaves Privet Drive. Because obviously he's been abused by his auntie there. His auntie is not.
And that's it. He's gone, right? He doesn't ever go back to it, right?
He does. He does. In the books.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, he does. I couldn't remember. I thought there is a point in time when he goes and doesn't come back, right?
So in the fourth one, he stays with the Weasleys, the Burrow.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
But then he does go back by the 5th year. So I think it's like 2 years after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's been so long. And the thing is, like, so the reason I'm so behind is my kid doesn't want to see this. So like, I do have a backlog of things I'm watching, and things that I have to watch when she's not around are like the hardest, because, you know, I have an 11-year-old running around. Like she does not want this on at all. She like does not. I tried to get her to watch Harry Potter. She's like, I do not like this. I do not want it on.
Yeah. But he's also in the sixth one. He's he's still there because Dumbledore goes over to Privet Drive. So, but not in the films. Yeah. But this set can fit perfectly into a city. I don't even think you need to be a massive Harry Potter fan, because it's actually enclosed now, and they're starting to do enclosed buildings like they did last year with the Burrow.
Yeah.
And now they've done this. When I heard that this was coming out, but before we saw seeing pictures, it was like this had to be enclosed, because the scene is at the back of the house in the conservatory. Because obviously, when she inflates Aunt Marge, she just goes out through the conservatory. And I'm like, you can't have the back of the house. You can't have the back of the house. You got to have the front as well. And great, so they've made it fully enclosed. And I'm so glad they added the Aunt Marge standard minifigure, so you can recreate that story before Harry actually inflates her. Because when we saw that image we just saw a moment ago. The front, that's the first image we saw, so we can't see the minifigure, but so many details here. And there's also some Philosopher's Stone references there, so obviously still got it's almost like this is primarily number 3, Prisoner of Azkaban, but you can also serve this building as the first film, so Under the Stairs, Harry's bedroom for number 2, and then obviously number 3, so it could be a multi Privet Drive set for various films. So that's what's so perfect about this. And I think you get a lot here for retail price. It's not. It's quite rare when I say a retail price is spot on, but I think you get a lot here.
Yeah,
You get a lot of stuff.
I mean that bubble figure. I'm sorry, that's worth it to me just alone. I love that. Yeah, or balloon, right? The balloon. Like I love it.
Yeah. If the bubble fig wasn't in the set, I'd say it needs to be like, $20 cheaper, but the bubble fig inclusion makes it worth it.
Yeah. Anything missing is probably the garage, or the garage, as you guys call it. The garage. That's about it.
Yeah.
But you don't need to. You don't really. There's nothing really happens.
Yeah, not really necessary for this scene.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is hilarious. Like the moment I saw that, I was just like, I'm in. I love it. It's funny.
Yeah. Great.
What I find
Yeah.
interesting though is the Privet Drive street sign is teal, which is really strange.
Yeah.
Don't know why it's teal.
Trying to work in the. I wonder if they get bonus points for working in the other colors, and that's why you get a teal Privet Drive sign.
Yeah, but if you got the advent calendar from, I think it's 2021, that comes with a printed Privet Drive street sign.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's deep dive into a few of the Harry Potter sets. Some others we have coming out are the Quality Quidditch Supplies and Ice Cream Parlor, 795 pieces, $100.
Sorry, quick question before we move on.
Yeah.
So Greg is this like the third Privet Drive set? Have there been a lot of the Privet Drive sets?
Yeah, you had one in 2020. I want to say 2020. I'm very certain.
Drive.
And then you had one back in 2001 or 2002. So this is the third one. This is the
yeah,
the very first one.
The third
awful
full set. Yeah. Yeah. And
awesome.
And yeah, this is the first one without a car included.
Yes.
The other two had a car.
Yeah, that's Ford Anglia. Ford Anglia had it. It was its own set.
Yeah.
Last year.
So,
which is great because you can see what Lego done. It was smart there because then you got Ford Anglia. You can just buy it over here. It's £13, and you can buy it and you use it to recreate the scenes from the Burrow. Well, when it arrives, and then obviously Privet Drive.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be a year 3 Privet Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we have the threshold. I can never pronounce it. But these things here, $70, 548 pieces. Love the wings. Wings look nice.
Yeah.
We have the Chomping Monster Book of Monsters, $60, 518 pieces.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
I want that for D&D.
Oh.
You can
like as a D&D like thing. Like I get that it is part of Harry Potter, but I'm like, no, that's awesome. That's like a display next to like the D&D stuff.
We'll
do you know it chomps? You move it back and you let go.
Yeah.
Chomps.
Yeah. It
chomps.
You just roll it on the floor and it chomps.
Wait, you oh my god, because it chases you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Brilliant.
I love it. It chases you. I love it. Oh, I'm in.
I wonder if someone will motorize it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so it never stops jumping it.
You get like a sort of Roomba type thing, except it's just a chomping Lego.
Oh my god!
I would love to.
Oh my god!
I don't think my cat would like that.
Yeah. I love it. Love it.
Then we have the Herbology class, 390 pieces, $50 here.
That's what I'm picking.
And then
just because it's
Hogwarts. Not that.
Wait, I'm sorry, Chris. I missed what you said about that one.
I'll just say that's the third one I'm picking up tomorrow, the Herbology. Oh, it's part of the Hogwarts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's another part of the system. Okay. Awesome. Yeah.
And then we have Fox, Dumbledore's Phoenix here. So we have a buildable fox, we have a baby fox, we have the Sorting Hat, and the Sword of Gryffindor.
Okay. I'll be honest. I'm gonna say that's terrible. I'm sorry. This is my opinion, especially because I actually early on in my Lego resurgence, or I as an adult Lego fan coming into it, I did like the really awesome buildable fox, the one that like you can turn and like his wings like flap and stuff. Yeah. It is so cool. And then to have, and I swear it was maybe at like $10-$20 more than that. And I'm like, no, this is that. I personally find that set insulting.
Yeah, this is like a cheaper one because we had the Hedwig that moved its wings, then we had the forks, and then we had the Hungarian horntail, then we had the Patronus stag, and then Buckbeak last year, and then this year, obviously, just above we had the Thestrals, which we just saw. That sort of dropped in quality because you used to have a printed tile Occasionally there was the odd sticker tile, but they did give us some printed tiles, and they used to give us an exclusive minifigure, and once they gave us 2 exclusive figs, which they don't get anymore. But this Forks, it's part of that tiny Hedwig set that we had a year ago. It's like really cheap pocket money sets. But I'm with you. I don't like that. You know, if I said to you, I was displaying at Brickworld Chicago in 2030, and I started mocking now, that's what it would look like.
You know, it's. I mean, okay. First off, it looks like a sickly bird. Let's be honest. It does look like you know, or what is it? Molting, whatever it is they do, right? Also, wait. Yes, that's true. That's true. It looks like it's almost there. So, I mean, I'm just saying, and that's the price that I'm insulted by. I'm not insulted by the set. I'm insulted by the price.
Yeah. Well, it was supposed to be $20, but for reasons in the USA, it went up to $23.
Yeah.
But it's still.
Yeah, but even for $20, this is a bit much. And to be like, if I, were a big Harry Potter collector, I'd prefer something with figs. I just feel sorry for the completionists. I mean, I'm Lego fanatic, but I'm not a completionist. I think it's impossible to have a theme where you like every single set. And I bet it's the same, obviously, with Star Wars, with Amberlia and Ninjago, with UTJ. There's bound to be a great number of sets. You just think, I don't want to buy it, but I feel like I have to. Yeah. No, I buy anything that's in the show, but I'll. Anything that isn't in the show, it's up to my personal opinion. Like that, there's this like Lloyd race car thing. It's a pullback race car. It's very nice, but it's not in the show, so I don't need to buy it. Unless I find it for like, it's $25. So if I find it for like $10 on clearance, then I'd probably buy it.
But I know somebody who would love this set, and as we said it last week, and that's Nicole. Lady Mitwick. I mean, last year
I thought of Nicole straight away.
This is her set of the year. This is.
Yeah. So that's the Harry Potter wave. Very, very cool wave. Lots of cool things coming out. Some things are better than other things, but overall, I think a solid wave. Chris, what do you think? Solid wave?
Yeah, absolutely. Probably, it's probably on par with last year. Maybe even maybe a little bit better. Definitely better than 2023. Slightly better than 2024. It's just because the theme now it's been around since 2018, since the official reboot. It's always one of the most successful. It's extremely popular. It's a Lego theme. That's part of a worldwide phenomenon. It's going to do well, and there's far more sets now. Lego have committed so much budget to it, and they get more expensive. And sometimes that's not a bad thing in the sense that it shows a theme is really healthy, that they keep coming back. The wave's getting bigger, more expensive. Yeah, I think this is the best year so far. So far, we have to wait and see what September the 1st brings, whether that's going to be really good. Well, we know what's coming, but I'm very, very, very happy with this. Yeah, and different price points as well. Different price points. That's what's key. I think.
A good array of price points, and I think there's nothing beyond this one. Nothing in this wave, at least for the summer wave, is above $100. You got a couple sets that are at $100, but nothing beyond this, nothing above it, and I think that's a really good place to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are going to continue on with releases, and we are going to cover everything else, which is what this caption is for. So next up, Ninjago. I love these. So we have 2 Ninjago sets releasing worldwide June 1st. Everything else is August 1st for North America. So we have the Guardian Dragon and the Fire Knight Mech, 2 Ninjago Legends sets. Amberlia, you don't need to leave. I'm not going to talk that much about these sets. I already got my Yap session out when we did our regular episode, and these were officially revealed, so I'm okay. I think. But yes, two.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay.
He brought me a soda.
Your face lit up, TJ, when these popped up. That's what I was smiling at.
Oh yeah, these are great. These are fantastic. Yeah, the Fire Knight mech, 996 pieces, $120, and the Guardian Dragon, 1650 pieces, $150. I will say you can still pre-order these, and currently through the end of the day, there is double points on all Ninjago purchases. So you won't qualify for the GWP because it's a pre-order, but you can still get double points.
Yeah.
So yeah, both of these look amazing. The Fire Knight mech is on my list. It won't be a day one purchase. I don't think there's any incentive for me to buy day one, but I'm definitely going to get it sometime within the month of June. So it's there. It's on my radar.
Do you guys sometimes wish that maybe Brickworld Chicago was just a different month? Because you have like these big June the 1st releases.
Yeah.
They always fall on the same.
Yeah. Well, it's like I'm glad that the rest of the Ninjago sets aren't coming out until August 1st, because then I'm not tempted. Like the Fire Knight mech is the only thing I'm truly tempted to get. So if the rest of the wave had come out, then it might be a problem.
Yeah. Well, I think in general, it's a balancing act, right? Because of the fact that June is usually, although I feel like this is the month that we kind of get, in America, we don't get the big ones, or we get a few that are like, in August instead. But yeah, you want to buy stuff at Brickworld Chicago, and you're like, especially because you don't know what you might be buying at Brickworld Chicago. So if when you're on a budget and Lego is expensive and you're like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, it is a challenge.
Yeah.
Do you get many releases, like, because as you said, the 1st releases, obviously for us it's June the 1st. Do you ever get a lot of these August the 1st sets find its way over to Brickworld Chicago?
Yeah. I've had that happen. I've got that happening again this year, although to a much smaller scale than I did last year. Last year I had Cole's Titan mech and the Tournament Battle Arena brought over for me by the Brick Bots, which was very nice of them. This year I'm having London Bridge Bricks bring over just the little $10 Ninjago bike set, because I figure it's better just to, wait on everything else. And especially with this coming out so soon, because there's a high chance I buy this sometime in June.
Yeah. Is that the best mech? Best mech in Ninjago?
Oh, that's going to be hard. It's going to be up there. I'm excited to compare it to some of the higher ranked mechs. Cole's Titan mech will be a comparison for sure. Probably compare it to Kai's Climber mech, because that's the last bigger scale Kai mech that we got recently. And then I think Zane's Titan mech as well is another really good one, which will be good to compare it to. But yeah, these are both really cool.
What's your number one mech at the moment then?
Oh, probably Cole's Titan mech.
Yeah.
Zane's Titan mech is a very close second too.
Yeah.
They're over there, so I'm looking at them trying to remember. Yeah. King's Rule, you like this? You like this dragon, King's Rule? You should buy it. Do it.
It doesn't.
It's been enabled, King's Rule.
It reminds me so much of that Pokemon Rayquaza or Rayquaza, whatever his name is. 3rd generation. Yeah. It's cool. I think you're gonna it's gonna be difficult to choose, isn't it, between these two? I suppose it comes down to whether you're more of a mech person or a dragon.
Yeah, I'm more of a mech person, so I'm going with the mech first. I know that London Bridge Bricks, who managed to get this set early through contacts he can't reveal, likes this one more. And that's totally fair, and I like this one too, but the mech is what really does it for me. The red color scheme really does it for me, and the fact that you can actually detach it from the base and still pose it and mess around with it a little bit. Like the dragon has some posability, but is mostly just stuck there, and that's fine. It's a display piece, but I also like to interact with the builds a bit, so giving the full range of motion is nice.
That's TJ's way of saying he likes to play with his Lego.
Yeah. I like to do some poses. He will swoosh. He will swoosh. No shame. It's okay. We want to play with our Lego. Realistically, with the dragon, like I do with all my other dragons, is I just pose them to stand and they just sit forever. Where's the next D&D? I was thinking about that earlier, but I was gonna bring it up somewhere else, and I got sidetracked. It was like they did all these things with D&D last year, and now it's just like completely
Yeah,
forgotten.
I've got a fear for D&D because the castle over here is it's on my wish list. It's on offer quite a few times. It's on offer now. I think you can get it for like 60, 70 pounds cheaper.
Hmm.
But you kind of out like look at the figs that came with D&D. They could just keep going on.
Oh, the CMFs were fantastic.
Yeah, CMFs were great.
Best CMF
fantastic.
I have a number of those. That last year was like the year of CMF army building for me, although it carried into this year too. Yes. Yeah, those are our Ninjago sets. Next up, I know Amberlia was interested in this one. We have the Too Fast, Too Furious Honda
X2000. Yes. I love this. This is weird, but it's a freaking pink, cool looking car. I'm in. I love it. I want it. I'm getting it. Sorry. Okay. I'll calm down now.
I think that car does look good. I think it even looked good without stickers as well. But once you bought the stickers, it could be a Barbie car.
Yeah, I'm curious how much of this is. Some of these look like that kind of looks like a print from the way.
No, come on now.
Like this is a sticker. This is a sticker. This is.
Oh, it's going to be miserable. It's going to suck. Those stickers are going to suck.
That looks like a print. That door.
The door looks like a print, and maybe is the 1x6 tile.
It's a print. It's a print. It's got to be.
Is it?
Yeah.
It looks like it. You can't see the lines.
Yeah.
Wait.
If we all squint really hard.
Really? Wait, did Lego not really? Oh, okay. Because I was even willing to do stickers. I was like, I don't care. I will figure it out.
Most of these are stickers, but I think a couple of them are prints. So, yeah. I mean, it's a cool set. I mean, I dropped all the Speed Champions a couple months ago because I just had to stop collecting, but I can acknowledge that this is cool.
Oh, I just want it because it's an amazing looking pink car.
Yeah. It's quite Speed Champions is quite different. So I was talking about a moment ago about the one and done type of approach. You buy one set and that's it. It gives you that completed feel. You don't need to get anything else. The problem with Speed Champions is it's at such a decent price point. You always get tempted into buying another one because they are easily accessible financially.
Yeah, I fell into that trap. I went into Speed Champion. I bought one thinking, this is a cool build. I'm gonna build it and move on. And then I just accumulated more until I had like 20 something cars. And I was like, okay, all of these need to go.
Is that window piece? Is that a sticker or a print? That pink line?
I think that's printed. I don't think they could get away with a sticker on that.
Gosh, dude. Yeah. Wow. Look at
with like the slope and the angle. Lego tends to print things like that, and given like how close this is to the edge and all that, I think that's most likely a print.
I think you're right.
So, yeah.
I like this. Nice
it looks like it's a print.
I wish it was bigger.
They might make a bigger version, don't they? They sometimes.
I want a gigantic pink car. I just do. I desperately want one.
What if they made like a Technic pink car, Amberlia? Would you get that?
I would purchase it and build the you-know-what out of it.
300 pieces, $27. Pretty nice set.
If you got that in the city as well, if you got loads of road plates and cars, this is one of the very first cars that you would just be drawn to because the colour. It's nice.
Yeah. No, it's so fun. That's what I love. This is just such a fun looking set. And I've talked about how I actually like Technic building. I just don't have any interest in cars. So except if they're pink, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Says the girl with like the pink and white headphones and Hello Kitty and stuff. Yes, if you make pink stuff, I'll probably buy it.
Yeah. It's a nice car. $27. Glad to see the Speed Champions price hasn't gone up. At least not yet. Yeah, good set. All right, next up we have. Now we're just kind of gonna go in alphabetical order now by theme. So we have our one art set. We have the Fauna Collection Tiger. $65, 744 pieces. It's an art set.
I'll be honest, that looks kind of cool. I mean, like, it's not for me, but what I appreciate is the use of the pieces to create what looks pretty clean.
Yeah, I'm with Amberlia. This isn't a set for me because this doesn't interest me. But you can appreciate what Lego bricks can do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. It's nice. I just no reason for me to get it. Yeah, it's cool there. So yeah, $65, 744 pieces. Next up, we have Bluey sets.
Is this the first wave of Bluey?
I believe so.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
We have. Here, I need to go price.
Don't tell my daughter.
Okay, some of these are Duplo, some of these are 4+. So we have like 4+ here, we have Duplo here, 4+, Duplo, 4+. So we have Bluey's Family House, 382 pieces, $70.
Woo!
We have Bluey's Family House with Memory Game, 83 pieces, $70. You know, when I was at Meijer yesterday, I saw Bluey sets. I don't remember which ones I saw, but I saw them, so they were out early, and I just wasn't aware. Yeah, we have.
Wait, sorry. I am wrapping my mind around I know it happens, but for some reason the Bluey feels more egregious. I'm wrapping my mind around a $70 4+ set.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of big pieces, especially with the house. So, like, some of that justifies it, but...
I'm not saying it doesn't justify it, but I don't think I'd buy my 5 or 6-year-old a $70 Lego set.
Yeah. There's more of that in another theme, and we'll get to that set in a few.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, I think that's going to appeal to adults, that is, isn't it? I mean, that family house, I think it's going to appeal to a lot of adults because I'm not one for Bluey, but I know there's an older fan base out there. I think if you're going to get these sets, just get the house, and I think that's it. That's all you need.
Yeah,
all the family members and
no, Bluey is a fantastic show, and definitely lets me know that I am failing as a parent because like they're like the gold standard for like parenting, and you're just like, oh, I'm nowhere near. No, I'll never be as good a parent as they are.
What they've done is in these sets, there's like a little dog or something. They've hidden, and it's correct me, I don't know. But isn't there like a little dog character in Bluey? Like a
they are dogs.
Yeah, they've hidden one of them in each of the sets.
Oh, interesting.
Obviously, it probably wouldn't take too long, but it's just nice knowing that.
Yeah. So we have Bluey's Beach and Family Car Trip, 133 pieces, $30. We have the Ice Cream Trip with Bluey, which is 22 pieces and $30. And then Playground Fun with Bluey and Chloe, 104 pieces, $20. Yeah, nice little arrangement of sets.
That Chloe fig, I think that's the best one.
Is Chloe only available? It looks like Chloe's only available in that set too.
Yeah.
So, but nice sets. Not for me, but cool. I've never seen Bluey, and it's just because there's no one like immediately around me that feels the need to watch Bluey.
But there is a poly bag. There is a poly bag out which has Bluey.
Yeah.
So maybe
we'll
pick that up.
There is something about that. We will get to it. But yes, so that's Bluey. Next up, we have botanicals. We have 2 sets. We have the Japanese red maple bonsai tree, 474 pieces, $60, and we have the happy plants, 217 pieces, $23.
What? Okay, I'm sorry. I laughed when I saw the happy plants. I'm like, what's that?
Oh, the happy plants are cute.
They are, but they're not what I expect from botanical.
Yeah, but I like them. They're cute.
Yeah.
I will say I will be buying this very soon, but not necessarily for myself. This is all I'll say.
Yeah, I don't like botanicals. I don't like the building experience. Okay, like I think they look beautiful. I do not like the building experience. I've done a couple, and then there was one set that literally I got, I think, not quite halfway done with, and I just like threw it all in a box and said, no, I don't want to build this anymore. I don't like it. They're beautiful. I don't like the build experience for them. They feel like I like that clutch power. I like to feel like when I build something, it is built. And this is so like, just feels like it's just barely hanging on. And I'm like, not for me.
Speaking to a few people at Bricktastic back in February, a lot of people really like botanicals as parts packs.
Oh, yes.
It comes with some amazing colored pieces.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think the building techniques are interesting in some cases. And again, like you said, you get parts in colors you normally wouldn't. But yeah, no, I don't like building them. That looks fine, but yeah.
This one looks okay. Like this one looks pretty like solid in terms of build.
Yeah.
So this would probably not be an Amberlia rage quit build. But
no, I wouldn't rage quit that build.
Yeah, I think this would be okay.
Would it be something your daughter likes, Amberlia?
No, it's not Friends.
No.
She only does Friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's why I can't have any Friends sets.
Yeah. So those are our two botanical sets. I will also say with this one, this has the same problem that the previous Fluffy did, where all the ball joint pieces are gray parts and they show through, and that's not so good.
It ruins it.
So those are our two botanicals. Next up, what do we have here? We have the City Tower, another issue where it's for younger audiences, but it's very expensive. You have $210, 1941 pieces, and it's just kind of this mashup of every city sub theme that's currently available.
Too much going on.
Yeah, we got fire, we've got like the skating, no limits, city no limits thing, we have police, we have construction, we just have like normal city stuff in the middle and space at the top. So many things going on, and it's very expensive.
I mean, I was disappointed with this. Wow. When this was rumored, a lot of people were suggesting this was going to be Lego City's first modular building. And then when we saw this, it was like, no, it's too much it's too much going on. I like the fact that it's all together, because I think there was a set about 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years ago, where it was a bit like this, but there was loads of little side builds. It didn't marry up really nicely. But the only positive I can see from this, at least it's all connects together to make this
it's all one
wild looking set, but it's just too much going on.
There's so much. I think all of these could have been released as smaller separate sets, and then just have this middle section as its own set with the train and this building up top for like $100.
What about the ship? What about the ship, TJ? You like a spaceship, don't you? What do you think?
I do like the spaceship. It's nice. It's kind of like in between the $20 Interstellar spaceship and the $20 4+ spaceship, which is already retired. But yeah, it's nice. She also has that astronaut has like an exclusive helmet print with like a couple little alien details. I don't know if we get a look at the figs, but that's really cool. Those are stickers. That's unfortunate. That'll be a print though, because that's in a bunch of sets. Yeah, and then you have like the little train. You're meant to buy multiples too, because these can connect. If you have multiples, you can connect them to one another. Yeah.
I wonder if you can connect it to the Spider-Man.
That'd be
set.
Cool.
And also the train that comes in the other city set.
Yeah, that'd be cool, for sure. Yeah, you got a little construction crane, which is, I think, another better aspect of this. And it would have been nice to get this as its own thing. Here's all the figs here.
You know, like I've been looking at this, like it just feels like they tried to like squish too much together.
Yeah.
That's
exactly what it is.
Yeah. 7 figs, which it's not a lot of figs for a set this size. I mean, you've kind of got like one for each, faction, I suppose. You got a skater guy, police somewhere, I think, construction, firefighter, space, and then a couple of people for the train. But yeah, it's, some sets like the Ninjago modulars, for example, do a great job of mashing in a bunch of different things all together. We have like a bunch of different locations, and it's done real well. And I feel like this doesn't really do that. This is kind of like on the opposite end. This is, because it's all just, they're all put together, but they also all feel independent of one another.
Yeah.
They don't mash super well, and it just results in a very expensive play set. And I don't know how many people are going to go for something like this. How many? Because this is 8 and up. I don't know how many parents are going to say, "Let's get this giant set for my kid," when I can pick, some of these other smaller things. So, yeah. And because it has all these different interests as well, unless the kid is like interested in all things city, you're probably better off buying something that's specific to that thing. A lot of these are like August 1st sets, but like that bulldozer, if you're construction specific, or I think there's like a police garage if you're police specific, those are August 1st sets. If you want to buy a space set, the interstellar spaceship is still out there, and you don't get the little launch tower, but you get the ship, which I think is the most important part.
Yeah.
And that's just $20.
Yeah, kids might already have like some construction sets, or they might have a certain section of this set, like it might have like a little police station, or they might have a little construction set, and they might think, Joe, what? Don't need that because I've already got this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got some cool elements, but as a cohesive product, it doesn't work real well, I think. But it's out there. It's releasing June 1st for $210. So if that's something you're interested in, I think I have a feeling that a lot of people, if they buy this, are going to be like parting it out, or maybe like trading sections. Like if someone's interested in more of the space stuff, they trade it for something else. Like maybe trade it for a construction crane or something like that. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see how well it sells, but yeah, it's out there. All right, next up we have one of the more extensive themes here. We have Disney. There's a number of Disney sets here. We have the 101 Dalmatians puppy, $150, 1,722 pieces. It's basically a giant puppy build. We have.
It's cute. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's cute. We have the Princess Castle and Royal Pets, $130, 787 pieces. That's not a lot of pieces. So let's take a look at that in a moment. We have the Kakamora Barge, which is Moana, 572 pieces, $100. That's another. That has a big fig, so I'll cut it some slack there. Yeah, what is this? What is this Princess Castle? What does this do? Okay, so it's got a few princesses and it's got some pets. Okay, exactly what the title says.
Okay, it's the pets that's the draw. At least what I've noticed from my kiddo is like she wants every type of pet possible.
Okay,
and of course, Mushu. There you go. That's sold. There's Mushu. Yeah, you've got Flounder. You've got We've got Pua. You've got Mushu. I can't remember. I know the names of the other ones, but I can't remember right now.
Yeah, they've done this. They've done this as well. Another set that's coming out. Was it the Minnie and Daisy Rescue Center? They've put the cat from Pinocchio in that.
Oh my God, I know his name, but I can't remember it now.
Figaro, something like that.
Figaro.
That's it.
Yes.
Figaro's in that set.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, well, that's coming out. That was Fortnite. We don't want to get to that yet. Here's an idea set that worked its way in here. I guess they put it in here. The Disney Pixar Luxo Jr., the little lamp thing. 613 pieces, $70. It's cool, but it's also a desk lamp, and that's not something I need. It's cool if you're like into Disney, but
it's be interesting. I'm pretty sure you can get real lamps for a cheaper price.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's. I mean, like if you're one of those Pixar people, this is iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have come with a fig that you can maybe, like they did with the Disney. What's it? The villains icon set where you could hide minifigures into parts of the build. I wish they just incorporated an exclusive minifigure of some sort you can put in the ball or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And then we have Angel, $65, 784 pieces. Buildable Angel to go with buildable Stitch. We have Mini Arendelle Castle and Elsa's Ice Palace, so kind of like a 2-in-1 here with the little micro dolls. $50, 306 pieces. Nice little set. And then ignore the advent calendar, that's not coming out. Toy Story Celebration and RC Car, 206 pieces, $40. We have the Lucky and Penny 101 Dalmatians Puppies, 268 pieces, $25. Cute little set. And then the Stitch keychain for $6. Yeah. And those are the Disney sets.
Seems that they've done the same approach with, like they did with Simba last year. Had a bigger build, and then you had a smaller.
Yeah.
I like the smaller build better, to be honest. Like the bigger build is nice, but I think this just works better.
In that Disney train, that Bo Peep minifigure is glorious.
Oh yeah, let's look at that.
Obviously, some of the Toy Story minifigures don't look great because they once had molded headpieces, didn't they? And
yes,
but that Bo Peep figure is. Oh.
Yeah. Also, Brixplorium, welcome in. Good to see you.
Hey.
Hello, welcome.
Hello from Chicago, Brixplorium.
Are you there early? Getting your Brick World on?
Brixplorium is in the Chicago area. He's actually the manager of the Brickmania store.
Oh, fantastic!
That's cool.
Yeah, I see him.
All you people close to Brick World Chicago must be nice.
Yeah, you know. But yeah. So that's our arrangement of Disney sets there. Let's see what's next. Fortnite. I've seen these sets early at Meijer. Like the small Dalmatians pup fit the style of the Creator 3-in-1 puppies released last year. Oh, that's nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
June the 1st.
Yeah. So
at 2 burger restaurants.
I run this. I love it.
Yeah. So we have 3 Fortnite sets coming out. There's a 4th one, but that's not until August 1st, and I think that's for everybody. But we have this big buildable Colombo thing for $110, 1,084 pieces. I did look this up. I looked up like what actually Colombo looks like, and it's hard to capture living creatures in Lego sometimes. And I think Colombo is one of those ones where it was difficult to capture. Yeah, but it's there.
You see it in Star Wars, don't you? Like, look what they do with Chopper and R2-D2. It just looks bit like buildable Chewbacca. It's all right, but it's rejoice.
Yeah.
We have the Burger Restaurant, 546 pieces, $65.
I do. Okay, I just have to say it. This is too late.
Yeah.
These Fortnite sets. This is too late.
Especially with all the figs in them. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, how long has Lego Fortnite been around now? It's too late. So
long. It's like over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have Peely and Sparkplug's Camp, $250, 250 pieces, $23. It's not $250. I just can't word. I can't speak today. Yeah, this one's kind of nice. It's a cute little build.
Yeah, and it's easy accessible. Various price points.
Yeah,
and we know there's a big mech coming, and that's very expensive. So you got like 4 sets, and it's various price points. This is a good, beginner set maybe just to get yourself into it.
Yeah, this is a good entry level set, and then these two, depending on your on how big your budget is, you have these two to pick from as well. And I think this one is, I mean, I don't know Fortnite skins, so I don't know which ones are desirable, but this one has more figs. This one has a fig with a burger for a head, so kind of cool. Yeah.
It's a good looking fig. I like this Durburger. I want to like it. It's probably just because it's a building, but it looks a bit too small.
Yeah, the building itself is a bit too small. The figs were definitely more the focus, and the figs took up a decent amount of the budget, I think.
I can see people buying multiples of this and just making it bigger and closing it all up.
Yeah. And might as well look at this a little more. I want to say there's some ability to like deconstruct and reconstruct it, like in the Fortnite game in the Lego mode. Let's see. I don't know if it shows it on the back. Yeah, like all these different, like the wall sections and the roof sections come apart as modulars. So, like little module thing. So you can kind of simulate that, but I don't know how interesting that would be. I feel like you just want to actually play the game.
But also, I really like this because when I grew up, I used to love watching Keenan and Cal. And,
yes!
And they made a film called Good Burger. Was it Good Burger?
Good Burger.
Yeah, and it was based on rival burger restaurants. And they made a sequel recently, which was awful. And and this is what I might like for my city, where you got Krusty Burger and then you got Der Burger, and just having that rivalry of, sort of burger restaurants next to each other.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Fortnite. Next up, looks like we have icon sets. So we have 3 sets here. We have the Krusty Burger, which
amazing. This one.
We can take a brief look at this one.
I was gonna say this feels like a big release for June.
Yeah, so this will be June 4th, but it's June 1st for insiders.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on now.
$210 for this. 1635 pieces. There will be a GWP. We'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah, this is our first Simpsons set in a while.
Wait, this particular set will have a GWP?
Yeah. It'll have a GWP. Not a very good GWP, but we'll get to that.
It's got about 300 stickers, hasn't it? 300 stickers.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have to put stickers on their torsos. It's that mad.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But it is pretty cool. It's so good. But like, because I own Quickie Mart, I know instantly just by looking at this is going to be much smaller. And in the show, I don't think Quickie Mart is small. It is bigger than Krusty Burger. This looks smaller.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never really watched The Simpsons, but it looks all right.
It's great to have Sideshow Bob. Obviously, I'm a big Kelsey Grammer fan, and he voices Sideshow Bob.
Yes.
But Sideshow Bob wants to kill Bart. Sideshow Bob wants to kill a child. So
I know.
Brilliant.
It's really terrible.
But you also get 4. I mean, overlooking the stickers, you do get 4 new molded headpieces.
Yeah.
It just look cool.
Yeah,
beautiful.
some of the mold, you have to always have to consider some of the molds when you look at these sets. But yeah, it's a decent set. It's a decent set. It just doesn't appeal to me because I've never seen Simpsons, but it's cool for those who collect Simpsons.
Yeah. So like, is this like a one and done, or do you think the Simpsons is going to come back?
Come back. I think they're going to do what they did with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see them come back. Yeah.
They could do the elementary school. They need to remake the house. The house is squeezing for a remake because of like parts now and the different colors you can get. You can even use coral bricks for the house. That's what they need to do. They need to remake it, but they also can go down the school route. I don't think they might do Power Plant, but like Moe's Tavern, they could do. And there are sets out there where they touch on pubs and things like that. So possibly, yeah.
All right, so next up we have the Sherlock Holmes Book Nook, $130, 13.59 pieces. We have to take a closer look at this just to get an idea of how it looks in both forms. So you can have it this way, in the sort of Book Nook fashion, or you can fold it open and have it look like this. Have it be like a facade up against a wall or something.
Now this is like, this just closes. This isn't meant to like be like a bookends, right?
No.
Yeah, this just closes. You can't separate the two.
Okay.
There's a little room, isn't there? Because I think the designers have left some clues for you to do like a little investigation into who did what. And yeah,
you can open up this wall and take a look at things.
This is screaming to be a modular. I think so many people are going to make a building out of this.
Yeah. There's another thing here. You can rotate this. Use your 5 figs.
Good figs. However, one of the characters is using Arthur Weasley's torso.
Oh.
That's what they do things. They seem to pinch our torsos.
Yeah. Yeah, then here is it like halfway. So halfway between folded and unfolded. Yeah. So yeah, nice. There it is amongst a bunch of books. So you can kind of like hide it in there among all your books. There it is. So they at least like detailed as well, like the outside, so you get a little bit of detail here in case you can see one of the sides, which is nice. There's some playability there. Baker Street, that's really nice as well.
Do you reckon that's a print?
There it is. That might be a print. There are stickers in this set, but I can't tell if this is a print or not. Yeah. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's a decent set. 130 is a lot, but I think of the Book Nooks, this is probably one of the better value ones. The Harry Potter one might be, in close competition with that because it's $30 cheaper than this one. But I think this is decent value. Lego could always be cheaper, but I think like this is okay for what you get.
Yeah, you get more with this. More figs.
Yeah, you get 5 figs in here, and one that maybe not necessarily represents good value and is was only just revealed about 5 days ago because Lego likes to wait until the last minute apparently, is this one, the Lord of the Rings Balrog Book Nook, $130, 1,201 pieces. You get 1 minifig in here, that's Gandalf. It makes sense for the scene just to have the 1 fig. You get the buildable Balrog, who uses the same wings as the Fell Beast from the Fell Beast GWP. Very interesting choice because those wings are very expensive. And this is what it looks like.
How many pieces again?
That's cool.
1,201.
Where are they in the set?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people have commented. It's probably all into like reinforcing the structure. I bet there's a lot of like snot bricks in here and whatnot that are all reinforcing the structure because this is all tiles on the outside. So yeah, it doesn't appear to be a lot, and I think that's part of what people are struggling with when it comes to finding the value in this set.
With the wings, that means the Foul Beast GWP no longer has any exclusive pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if the wings show up on Pick a Brick Online, which it's not guaranteed that they do, but if they do, it'll be madness. People will be swooping them up left and right. But yeah, you have Gandalf here as well. You shall not pass, famous quote. I know this scene now. I have finished the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I watched it all, the extended edition.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I understand what all this is, and it makes this and the other Lord of the Rings that's a little more tempting than they were before.
Yeah, you've only got a million more films to watch now, haven't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It's a sad scene. I just wish it had more of the Fellowship in as well, because they watched this happen behind him.
Yeah. If they had done like instead of a Book Nook, if they had done like an actual full scene of this, it would have been more interesting because you would have gotten all the other figs as well. But then it probably also would have brought the price up to like $200 if they included the rest of the figs, even if they just reprinted all the figs from Rivendell.
Yeah,
which I don't know if that's necessarily accurate.
And add in Sean B.
Yeah,
I think that might have made the set a bit more desirable if you had him in. Just one character that they haven't done yet so far. No, Sean B's in Rivendell, isn't he? Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I could have sworn he was in Rivendell.
Yeah, he is.
I couldn't remember for sure. Yeah, and so the wings are attached, I think, to the walls, so that when you fold it out, the wing, or like fold it back in, the wings don't get smashed or anything like that. So they move with the walls. Interesting technique for the fire as well. It's a very cool technique. Yeah, I know, KO. I know what that means now. I've seen it. I mean, I'd seen it before in LEGO Dimensions, but now I've seen it in the actual movie. But yes. Yeah, it's a decent set. It's all right. I think it's not as good value as Sherlock Holmes or Harry Potter book nooks.
Yeah.
But it's all right. And to finally have a buildable Balrog, because the Balrog, apart from our brick heads, has never appeared in LEGO form before.
No.
Yeah, KO. A lot of people are struggling with finding where the 1,201 pieces goes. King's Rule, TJ has watched Lord of the Rings, past tense. I still have to watch the Hobbit trilogy, but I have watched Lord of the Rings.
Okay, I've seen it, King's Rule. I will rewatch it, okay? Let's go. Andor's over. Fine. Let's sit down and watch these 3-hour long.
Yeah, it was like 11 hours or whatever. It was
oh my gosh. It's just okay. Just okay. I saw them. I saw all of them. In fact, I saw the last one in the theater because that's what we were doing. Is we were watching them up to the third one coming out. I just never understood what was happening. I was like, oh, they're fighting tree people, angry, caring people. Like, the only thing I got from the trilogy was potato and second breakfast.
No.
That's what I came away with. Like, I know people have like this. I'm like, yeah, stuff happened and cool. Yeah, I know. I'll watch it. Maybe this time it'll make sense. I mean, in all fairness, I had a lot less exposure to this type of fantasy stuff. So I was just like, I don't know why people are mad. I don't know. So we'll see.
I will say we've had to change around my cat's food schedule recently. We've started feeding her 3 times a day, but it's less food each meal, so like it's all the same amount of food. But I've started because the last meal she has is like at 9 or 10 at night, and I've started calling it second dinner.
Oh,
That's just what I picked up from the Rings.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to control it because cats can eat up to 20 times a day if you gave them permission. If you did that for them, don't.
Yeah.
We feed them 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Sometimes 4.
Yeah.
Depends on their portions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those
TJ,
are the book ducks. Yeah.
I did want to bring up, because of course we always want to be respectful of our audience and our guest time, is we are kind of hitting the 2-hour mark here.
Yeah, we are. We're going to try and speed through as much as possible.
Okay, so I do want to check with Chris. Like, would you be good for like maybe another 30 minutes or so, or
100%?
Okay. So
I was kind of hoping that would be a little bit longer.
Awesome. Yeah. But we will, of course, again, just to respect everybody's time, all that other good stuff. We are going to go fast.
Yeah. There's not there's a lot of tabs here, but there's not as much left as you might think. There's not a whole lot of things that we really have to talk about in depth. But yes, we do have to talk about this, the minifigure vending machine, $180. 1,343 pieces. It's a vending machine. It's a gumball machine, but the real draw for this is all these figures, including 2 new classic space colors and 2 new castle factions. You also get a couple of pirate figs, a couple of Fabuland figs, a couple of Paradisa figs, and then these 2 figs representing the fan designer and the Lego Ideas designer.
CMF series. This might explain why we didn't have a CMF series.
Yeah, instead of F1, we
This is more like this. Almost feels like a BAM minifigures. I always find BAM is like below CMF series. This gives me BAM vibes with also CMF, just because of the number of figs you get.
Okay, so interesting thing about this set. Interesting thing about this set was when I first started getting into Lego and stuff, and learned that you could mock, because at the time. So I'm sure this is kind of okay, no, I'm not going to, but okay. So I'm like, wait, we don't have time for that. But there was a book that I remember seeing online that was had different like custom Lego things you could build. And one of them was like, almost looked exactly like this, a vending machine.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, I get like if it didn't have the minifigs in here, this would be ridiculous.
Yeah. How much would it cost you to buy these? How much that would cost?
This is going to be $180 for the set, which is a lot to ask for. It's originally rumored at $150, then it went up to $170, now it's at $180. And I would say, unless you really want this gumball machine built, like if it's the build you're after, then by all means go for it. If it's the figs you're after, wait the 4 months and see if the parts show up on Pab Online.
Yeah.
If they show up on Pab Online, then get the fig parts from there. Now, if they don't show up on Pab Online, the alternative you have is wait for some sort of like GWP or double points event. Buy this set. Pull out the figs that you want. For King's Rule, it'd be the castle figs. For me, it'd be the space and castle figs. And then sell the rest of it to a Bricks and Minifigs. Because Bricks and Minifigs will buy it. And that'll help you, that'll put something else towards a future purchase. Because you can get store credits better than just cash up. Bricks and Minifigs. But
also, if you want to build a gumball machine, get that book I saw on Amazon.
Yeah.
And just part it. Just get the parts.
If you're into the alternate brick brands, I think Fantasy has a decent gumball machine at the moment. It's like half the price of this. So, or another store. Another store, Brickmania. Not everyone has Brickmania nearby Bricksplorium. That's why I default to saying Bricks.
Okay, but TJ, come on now. You're you got to do Brickmania first. Come on.
Whenever I end up buying this set, I'm gonna bring to you a minifigure vending machine with the space and castle figs missing. That's what's gonna happen. So yes, that's coming out. Next up, we have the Jurassic World sets, Jurassic World and Jurassic Park. I can't even words anymore. We have this one, 984 pieces, $160. I can't pronounce those names.
Can you just give it a try?
The Spinosaurus, and I'm not going to try that. That's too long of a name. I can handle Spinosaurus. I can handle that one. And then we have the Raptor and Titanosaurus tracking machine. What are these names? These are not the names that I remember dinosaurs being called.
No. Every time I look at a new set,
2 pieces.
Because my nephew's into dinosaurs. When he asks for a dinosaur, not necessarily Lego, but other toys, I'm like, this is the first time I've heard of this type of dinosaur. I thought everything was just a T-Rex.
Well, I think it's just they keep inventing new dinosaurs for the Jurassic Park franchises. I think some of these are based off the new movie. We have the brick-built Mosasaurus. I like how they put in the title brick-built Mosasaurus boat mission. They have to let you know that this is brick-built and not one big mold. $60, 858 pieces.
I keep staring at that quadrilateral.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
It has the word coat in it. That's all I can see. Yeah. And then, here's one I recognize: T-Rex River Escape. That's a name I recognize. That's a classic dinosaur.
Yeah, T-Rex.
199 pieces, $50. There you go. That's one that's recognizable. We have the Raptor Off-Road Escape, 285 pieces, $40. and the baby dinosaur Dolores. Aqualops, I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. 339 pieces, $28. That's an odd price point, $28. But
Yeah.
nice, another like buildable dinosaur in the buildable dinosaur category. Yeah.
I mean, you can just see the effect these molded dinosaurs has on the price, don't you? Just by looking at this.
Yeah, you can see it like.
Look at that.
Compared, like these three are all like, maybe not this one. Actually, no, it's not because it has a molded dinosaur. Like these two are relatively reasonably priced, and these four, not by any means.
Okay, sorry, just real quick, just because we keep seeing it, and I know it does. It ends today anyway, but that is the angriest looking teddy bear I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's evil.
Yeah, it's
like
it's
that.
awful.
It's mad.
If I built that, pull it on this table, when I next come into this room, you just know the teddy is just going to lock its eyes on me and just move wherever I go.
No, this is like a horror movie. Yeah, no, no, thank you.
It's an October build.
Yeah, no, I asked Squirrels if she likes this, and she said it was ugly. So, so that sealed the deal that I wasn't getting it. So. Yeah, that's purchases of $100. You have a few hours left if you're watching this live. It is cursed. Yes, Greg, it is cursed.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have a couple of Marvel sets. We have the Iron Man Mark IV bust, $60, 436 pieces. There's no real reason to want this except it has a new Iron Man version. We've never had the Mark IV as a minifig before, so
okay.
Of Iron Man suit.
How many? Okay,
not enough.
I watched the MCU. I watched all these darn movies. Okay, how many suits? I do not remember there being this many suits. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get like animated, but I'm tired. I'm tired. Like every time, exclusive Mark something or other, whatever suit. He was Iron Man. It's red and it glowed and things happened. Yeah. I don't believe it. I don't know. For some reason, like I don't believe they're different suits.
Well, we go all the way. There's Mark 85 in Endgame, so you can get numbers 1 through 85. That's what we can get.
No, yes. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
That exists for people who want it. Next up, we have the Fantastic Four versus Galactus construction figure, also $60. 427 pieces. It has 4 minifigs in here, all 4 members of the Fantastic Four, based on the new movie Fantastic Four: First Steps.
I like the Galactus build. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Minifigures needed dual molded legs.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why they didn't do it for Mr. Fantastic, because he has these big brick built legs here to give the stretchy powers. The rest, yeah. And then also as well, the Thing didn't really need massive fists for hands.
It needed to be a molded piece. A molded piece. It's guaranteed to use in the sets. They should just made it a molded.
Well, Big Fig. Couldn't they have just made him a Big Fig?
I think based on what we see in the trailer, he's not quite that big. He's not like Hulk big, from what I can tell. Like he's bigger, but he's not Hulk big, so they just went the lazy approach and just gave him big hands.
Okay, but it would look better to have a big fig that's too big than the dude who's got hands the size of his head.
It's easier to produce, is what it is.
Fine.
It's easier than producing a whole
and they can do it. Like the Mountain Troll from Harry Potter, that's not the same size as Hulk.
That's true.
Yeah,
they could have done it.
And they could have even just like switched out the hand color on this torso, but these 3, everyone except Mr. Fantastic has the same torso, and if they switched out the hands, that's a whole different piece to produce. So that's why they gave him giant fists for hands. But yeah, the Fantastic Four could have used some improvement, but Galactus looks great.
Here's the thing. Here's where I'm a little mad. We didn't get any Thunderbolts sets.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like that. I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything, But after you see the movie, you're like, okay, maybe that's why there's no sets because they didn't know that. But no, we should have had sets. And I'm upset because Thunderbolts I loved it. It was freaking fantastic. Loved that movie. I mean, I may or may not see Fantastic Four. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care about the Fantastic Four. I never have. It's never been a thing I care about. But yeah, I'm just bitter that there's no Thunderbolts sets.
Well, maybe when Avengers Doomsday rolls around, they'll either at least make the figs from that movie, like some of the main characters, like the Thunderbolts and Sentry and all those figs, or they'll go back and make a Thunderbolt set while Avengers Doomsday is happening, just so you like, get the figs, but they don't have to base it off of something they don't know a whole lot about.
It's like some Superman. They got any plans to make any Superman sets especially with the new film coming out.
They just made that mech, which was just comic book related. Yeah.
No, I don't like.
Hey, Trevor. How you doing, buddy?
Hi. Like, so my sort of complaint here is that I think it's great that we did get like a Fantastic Four set, but like with Marvel and stuff, I feel like they just keep going back to like the well from like 5-6 years ago, which I get it. There's been some stuff going on, but I mean, and even with DC, like they, again, just kind of going back, but we've got some new stuff from both of these, universes. And why aren't we getting sets?
Yeah, exactly. Because Lego just banks on Endgame and Infinity War stuff selling, or like some of like the stuff they know will sell.
They've done too much stuff on that. They do need to go down the new sets route. It's like when the new Harry Potter TV series comes out. I hope they get new sets for that. They've got new stuff. Maybe they don't think they probably don't know how popular these films are going to be. Like Superman, they'd probably
It could also be like Marvel and Disney saying, make these sets, don't make sets based off of these movies, make sets based off of these older movies, because that's what'll sell. Okay, but
personally, I cannot wait for the Superman movie. I am so excited. I want sets. But I guess I won't get them.
That little mech at the start of the year, that's all that's come out, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Lex Luthor, is it?
Yeah.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
I have the mech. No. I built it recently. It's a nice.
I want Crypto
of the movie. Yeah.
I want a set with Crypto.
Yeah. So yes.
Anyway,
Minecraft sets. So we have 4 of these sets are coming out. So these 3 at the top: the Warden Encounter, 238 pieces, $20.
Okay, wait.
House,
the only one. The only one that's cool here is the big creeper. Let's be honest.
The creeper.
I'm sorry.
655 pieces, $40, and we have the pickaxe mine, 530 pieces, $55. The advent calendar and the 2 bigger sets aren't coming out yet. But yeah, the buildable creeper, and I like how they have like the pig creeper, which I think is how the creeper was born. Is they like made the pig incorrectly, and they just created this.
I know it's August. I know it's an August 1st set, but I have to read it up. But why is there a Minecraft advent calendar instead of Ninjago?
Yeah, I know. Honestly, like it's okay if it's this year. I want this slot to be a rotating slot though. When we get to that, next year is Ninjago's 15th anniversary, so next year would be the perfect year to do it. Lego.
There we go.
Lego. I'm watching you. You better do it. You better do it. Next year is the year to do it.
Yeah. So we're just a time check. We're at like probably 15 more minutes.
Okay. All right. We have the other category, which we'll breeze through really quickly. We have an Italy postcard, 189 pieces, $15. Blue elephant in the sky, 402 pieces, $30. Wow, for Explorium. 281 pieces, $20 for the birthday numbers. We have a birthday party cake, 219 pieces, $15, and a T-Rex suit guy keychain for $6. Yeah. So that's our other category. Also, side note, Lego, make this category more accessible. You can't just find this category by going to themes. You have to search a set that you know is in the other category, then click on the other category to get there. Anyway, Star Wars, 3 Star Wars sets releasing June 1st. We have Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter Microfighter, $15, 89 pieces. Big draw here is Plo Koon, new Plo Koon minifig, first time in a long time. And the head mold is great because the printing doesn't rub off like it did on the last one. We have a Darth Maul mech, 143 pieces, $18. Now that we know that there's a Maul show coming, this kind of makes sense to have out there.
Yeah, and apparently it's an exclusive Darth Maul.
Yeah,
that's
because
what
they
I've
did
heard.
pupilless eyes. Yeah. And then we have the Death Trooper and Night Trooper Battle Pack, 119 pieces, $23. It's an Ahsoka set, so Amberlia has to buy it. And so
yes.
Yeah.
Even the build looks
so
nice.
Those 3.
The build looks good.
It's a decent little build.
I think sometimes when you look at these battle packs, you think, oh, it's just about the figures, and sometimes the builds get overlooked. But that's a decent build. Just looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they've been putting out some quality stuff. All right, and then these last 3 sets are Technic sets. So we have the Volvo L120 electric wheel loader, $120, 973 pieces. It's construction. We have the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Blue, $60, 732 pieces. Nice car. And we have the Too Fast, Too Furious Nissan Skyline GTR R34 car, $140, 1410 pieces.
This is what you'd like, Amberlia. Put the pink car.
Yeah. Yes, I want it pink. Pink. Make it pink.
Amberlia is down.
Yes.
Okay. And then, so that's all the sets. We also have some GWP information. These are all Australian dollar threshold, so don't pay attention to the thresholds. You just have to wait for your country. But we have the Simpsons GWP for the Krusty Burger, which is just this living room build with no figs whatsoever. Kind of lame.
Oh, okay. So it's the living room. It's the Simpsons living room.
Yeah, I think it works. I mean, like it's no minifigures, but you can keep recreating the scenes when the episodes begin.
Yeah,
you know, all the little sketches that we do. But there's prints, and I think we're going to see that print in the new house.
Oh, that's cool.
They're both prints.
Yeah,
on the TV screen.
Yeah, I think there's a good because of this. I think there is a good chance they remake the house.
I think it's coming.
Yeah, and then if you get to that, then it's like, what do you really need this GWP for? It's just my opinion on it.
If you really want a Krusty Burger, maybe it's still ideal to get it now because you can just sell this, couldn't you?
Yeah. If you're getting the Krusty Burger right away, then you're going to get this, and you can decide whether or not you want to keep it. Yeah. And then we have GWP, this Bluey poly bag, which I think we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Which will be valid with themes of Bluey, Duplo, and Gabby's Dollhouse, excluding pre-orders. So, threshold is 65 Australian. I don't know what that'll be in USD or pounds or any of the other things, but look on the Lego website when it hits midnight in your country or whenever the new releases drop to see what the thresholds will be. We have this Parrot GWP, which will be valid with themes Creator 3-in-1 and Botanicals above a certain threshold. And then we have this, is that a Friends GWP, valid with Friends and Disney purchases above a certain threshold. And it looks like these two will end on the 14th of June. This will end on the 15th of June, and this will end on the 7th of June. So those are GWPs out there. But we're not done yet. We got one last thing to cover. This is our final thing. We have the Bricklink Designer Program Series 5 pre-orders, which happens on June 10th at 8 a.m. Pacific. So that's 11 a.m. Eastern Time. What is that? 4 p.m. UK time. Or right around when London Bridge Bricks is flying to Chicago. Because that's what Greg will be doing. But we have 5 sets coming out. We have the Thieves of Tortuga, $340 right there. It doesn't list the piece count right there, so I'll have to click on it.
Oh, cool.
But
what does Tom want to get?
4,002 pieces. Which is a lot of pieces for this. So we'll take a brief look at this. We'll just do like little looks. So yeah, this is like a little Pirates theme set. It looks like it's a nice little set. Well, I say little, it's massive. But yeah, it's a nicely detailed set. It's just going to be a lot. So $340 is a lot to ask for. But you get this nice array of figs and a nice build. It has the Bricklink 25 logo as well. Yeah, that's there. We have the Mushroom Village, which KO is very enthusiastically pointed out in chat. $210. Let's see how much it is. Or how many pieces? 2,436. So this will go nicely with the Mushroom House, I believe it is.
Yeah.
It's the previous Bricklink Designer Program set, which actually there was a brief time where the Series 1 and 2 BDP sets were available in North America earlier this year. So anyone who, I believe the Mushroom House is among that, so anyone in North America who missed out on that maybe had a second chance to get it.
It's a bit too quirky for me, this. Just a bit too quirky. It's
Yeah.
nice. The designer did a fantastic job. It's just a bit too, yeah.
Yeah,
Too quirky.
it's all right. Yeah, there's all the figs. Nice number of figs there. It's a decent set. It's just not for me. Next up, we have the Antique Shop. Looks like that's $150. Piece count is 1,918 pieces. It's a nice building. I like this building. I think it looks really good.
I like the truck.
The
Truck's
roof,
nice.
Yeah, roof sections can come off like so. And then the second floor can come off as well, so you get a nice interior there. There's the other side of the house.
So I wanted to mention, because I really just noticed this because I'm looking like over here at the Bricklink Designer stuff. Like, I do love that it actually says like 11 stickers, 10 stickers, or like it tells you how many stickers instead of us like staring like, is that a sticker? Is that printed? I love that it just says these are stickers. Like, there's so many stickers.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that classic space sticker. Good thing I don't need that. It's not an actual fig. I don't need it. I have to tell myself that, but I don't need it. But yeah, and that truck is nice as well. But yeah, it's nice set. $150, so not too bad on the price point. I mean, Bricklink Designer Program sets tend to be on the more expensive side in terms of, Lego sets. We'll look at this one next, the Popcorn Wagon. This is actually our cheapest of the wave. $55 for this, and it is 594 pieces. Has 3 stickers. So it's a little popcorn wagon thing. And you get, there it is from another side. This guy sweeping up. Access to the interior by removing the roof. There's a look at one side, all the popcorn popping in there.
That's cool.
Oh, it looks like there's an actual feature as well to make the popcorn pop, so you can turn that lever and make it happen. That's really cool. Get a few figs there, which is really nice, and then, yeah. For anyone who wants a Bricklink Designer Program set but isn't looking to spend a ton of money, this is probably the best choice. If it's something that appeals to you. Reminds me of a Disney wagon. I can see that, Greg. And then finally here, the most expensive one of the wave, $350, 4,056 pieces, is Adventure in Transylvania.
This is the set that's dragging me in. This just looks stunning.
That's amazing.
Yeah, this looks really good. There it is. There it is, all open up. So it's another fold open. So you can also have it like this, where it's all closed up. Yeah, it looks so nice. Look at that.
That's all the man.
Yeah, I believe they removed the vampire minifig from this, which was unfortunate.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Would have been nice. Would have been nice to have the vampire.
What's the reason for it?
Yeah. Why?
Maybe the parts weren't in production. I don't remember. I don't know if they said a reason. I just heard that they removed it.
I guarantee if that was in the set, it would still be the same size, same price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this set is that good. If Lego designed this, we'd be saying it's one of the sets of the year.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Just look at it.
It looks
Oh my
there's
God.
a little coffin that can open with this guy. I'm guessing this is where the vampire was supposed to go, but now you just have like a skeleton man.
Ugh. But
All right, King.
Go on, sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna make sure King's Rule is not still in the chat, right? Okay, because that set looks really good. I'm considering it, but don't tell him.
Well,
Don't tell him.
Will this set come to us before Halloween? Because this would be a perfect
let's
set to build
Mm.
over October.
let's
But the thing is, if it is October, like if you're a certain Star Wars fan that wants to buy a giant grey ball in October, the money for this will come out around about the same time that comes out.
Yeah. So crowdfunding is June 10th. Production and shipping, it says, is October 2025. So it could get there at the right time. But it'll charge you at that time. But it could get there.
Because a few people with Bricktastic in February, Trevor's one of them as well. They completely forgotten that their money comes out for the previous Bricklink Designer program the day before Bricktastic starts.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's interesting is that they say in the description is that orders will be ready to ship approximately 6 months after pre-ordering, but this is only like 4 months after pre-ordering. So maybe they have to move it up because they've got so many waves of Bricklink Designer program. Maybe they've gotten more efficient at it, but yeah.
Hey, still quicker than like the custom minifig I'm waiting on.
Yeah, still quicker.
2 years now. It's been over 2 years, almost 2.5 now since I ordered it.
Yeah, I'm getting to 2.5 in a couple weeks. Here, Amberlia.
Yeah. So still beating that.
Yeah. But yeah, that is Bricklink Designer program. That's what's coming out. Yeah. So that is everything. That was a lot of talking. And that was we definitely had to speed that up at the end, but yes.
Yes.
Many things are releasing. So many things. But yes, there's a lot to pick from. All right, so let's transition here. Let's see. Do the thing. There we go. So now we are wrapped. We've reached the end. That was many sets. That was a lot of sets.
Yeah. I think you obviously covered a lot of them, didn't you? Already, like talking about Ninjago and Bowie and all that. It's still probably only about half, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we got to talk about like Ninjago and a couple other things on our last episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's still so much to cover. But yes. Yeah. So of course, let's go around day one purchases. Who has what in mind for a day one? One brick stud. I believe we already know a few of them, but let's to summarize. What are you going to be going after?
It's going to be main tower. Definitely going to be main tower, and yeah, it's a bit like my wife. I can't live without her. I can't live without that set. I need to have a day one, and honestly, I'm gonna start building it. It's gonna be like I'm having an affair. Honestly, I'm gonna love building that set. And, Herbology and Privet Drive. Those are the 3 sets, and I'm not sure yet, but I really like the Krusty Burger. Yeah. But I might not. That's just because the GWPs make me feel like I should get it. But because I really want to get it. It makes me think, should I get it now? Is it the best time to get it? Maybe not. but I'm going to think about it. But the 3 Hogwarts sets, the Harry Potter sets, yeah, definitely buying that.
Yeah.
TJ?
Well, there's not going to be a day one for me per se, but some sets I will have on my radar early on are the Fire Knight mech, of course, from Ninjago. The Happy Plants is another one that I've got my radar on to get pretty soon. I don't think there's anything beyond that. Of course, the Guardian Dragon will come later. Prize Machine and some of the Star Wars sets are also on my radar. But yeah, the Fire Knight mech is the highest contender, but I don't think that'll happen right away because it doesn't seem like there's any incentive to purchase it right away. None of the GWPs I would qualify for, and nor do they interest me.
Yeah.
How about you, Amberlia? What are you at?
Yeah. Of course, the Ahsoka set. I know it's a battle pack, but it's Ahsoka, and it's I love the troopers. Like I'm one of those. I get Ahsoka wasn't for everybody, but it was for me. So I do like want to get that set. And that Fast and Furious pink car, I'm absolutely getting. And that's really it, I think, from this. They're like that book, maybe because it looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
But like, and in fact, I'm probably just going to do a Lego.com order for the Ahsoka and the Fast and Furious pink car, because like it's like I don't need to go to a Lego store for those. But yeah, the book that chases you and like the monster book, then maybe.
Yeah. And of course, everyone out there in the chat and in the replay gang, hello replay gang, by the way. Make sure to put in the description below what sets you are planning to either pick up on day one on the first day of release or in the near future, because not everyone wants to do day one purchases, and that's perfectly fine. Yeah. Feel free to put that down below. If you're on the YouTube side, make sure to like the stream and subscribe over there. And on Twitch, make sure to follow as well and turn on notifications so that you're notified whenever we go live. Also follow our Instagram. We'll usually post when things go live as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's gonna be about it. So let's go around and see what people are gonna be up to before we
before we go to that.
Yes.
First off, I want to say a big thank you to One Brick Stud, Chris. It was so fantastic having you. Especially like just the stories that you shared, and then the Harry Potter stuff. Like it actually got me kind of excited and remembering the Harry Potter stuff and everything. So it was fantastic. We're so lucky to have you as a guest today. Thank you.
Oh, thank you as well. It's been fantastic. You've been the best company over these past few hours, and thank you ever so much for having me on. I've had a blast.
Yeah, it's been great to have you on. So what's coming up for you? What are you going to be?
I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Yeah, and I'll be joining TJ tomorrow. Fab London's Bricks, and building some of the new sets. I think that's it really, and then do my usual. Continue to bang on about how good Lego Harry Potter is. What I do best, I think.
Yeah. And TJ, what about you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So I was just going to be saying, as always, continuing to enjoy everybody's content.
Yes. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So for me, I'll be on with Fab, of course, tomorrow. Fab and Chris as well. Tomorrow evening as well. I think it'll be 8 p.m. Central Time is when it'll start. I'll be on with Wilbrix Productions. We'll be talking something Star Wars related, probably to do with some of the recent Star Wars leaks. I will be back for my normal Monday stream at 7 p.m. Central, where I will most likely be building this unless I change my mind and decide to build something else. The Acclimator is been in my backlog for almost a month, and it's also the only set I have space to display, and it's going to go right up there in that little spot in between that Ninjago Dragon and the Millennium Falcon. So that's where it's going to go. And then, getting ready for Brick World as well. Getting closer and closer to that. My mocks are nearing completion. They're close. They're very close. I'll probably work on that tomorrow with on Bricking with Friends.
Cool. Nice.
So yes.
How many days is it now? 10, is it 10 days? 9 days to go now?
Yeah, it's like 10 days. Don't remind me. I don't need to know that we're in the single digits. Yeah. But yes, Amberlia, what's coming up for you? What are you going to be up to?
I'm not going to stream. We know that. Yeah. No, not much. I do have a bunch of stuff that, as you've seen, I'm not in my regular space, like I mentioned earlier. I am hoping to get like the microphone and stuff down there fixed, because something I did find that I do want to build on stream is this, because I'm a big Hello Kitty fan. So let me just pick that. And I found these. I've never heard of Hammy before, but there's this adorable set, and on the back there's a bunch of other cute ones here, because I do have a bunch of the Five Below Hello Kitty sets that I built. I'm less angry about building them now. I was more angry the first one, but I'm curious to see the quality difference in this versus those Five Below sets, and of course the minifigures are adorable with the Hello Kitty. So if I ever get the mic working, I'll either build that and mention it later, or I'll build it on a stream. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so make sure you're following Amberlia Builds on Twitch, because you never know, and turn on notifications, because you never know when she might stream.
You never know. Never know.
Amberlia doesn't even know when she might stream.
No. I wake up one day and I'm like, I'm going to stream.
You might as well turn on notifications and hang out.
Yeah. But I bet sometimes those spontaneous streams can be some of the best as well. Because when you plan anything, okay, I've now got to do this because I said I was going to do it. But then because you're in the mood, you're in the moment, aren't you? And you probably just enjoy it a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. No, sometimes it can feel like homework, where it's like, okay, I got to go set up a stream. Oh, okay, I got to like put something on Instagram so people know. There are just times I'm like, you know what? No, I'm just going to fire up OBS and see what happens.
Yeah.
When she says OBS, she doesn't mean me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just made that connection. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. Oh, yeah.
So I guess confusing, because some people in the community, like I'm close to, mentions OBS and things like that. It just makes me think, because I remember I didn't even know what OBS was about 9 months ago.
Oh, of course.
What about me for?
Oh, that must have been so confusing.
And somebody said, I'm really hating OBS at the moment.
Oh, oh no.
Yeah. And we say the community's full of love.
Well, once again, a big thank you to One Brick Stud. TJ, I believe in the description on YouTube, we do have his socials and like all his links.
Yeah, we got his Instagram in there, and you can get Chris over there and find out all about him over there. But yes, Clicking Bricks will be back. Our next episode, we still got to plan it. It may not be the second Tuesday of the month, because that is in Brick World Week. So I'll probably be busy, but we'll keep you guys posted on our Instagram of when exactly that's going to happen. We'll also see, not promising anything, but we'll also see, maybe we do like some sort of like tour of Brick World. We could work that in where we get me to run around and look at mocks, because apparently that's entertaining content.
It always is.
Yeah. And then KO, the next movie that I will be watching for the movie segment, for the How Have You Not Seen That segment, is Men in Black. So that's the next one.
Yes.
And I've got to say, I'm like so happy for you now you can go this year. Because I remember last year you down with COVID. Mate.
Well, I got to avoid getting sick
for the
next week, but yes.
Yeah. Stay in a bubble. You need a bubble, and just Yeah.
I probably shouldn't be going out to do Meyer clearance hunts, but oh well.
No, don't stop. Stay inside.
No, I think the more dangerous places are like Lego Store, Bricks and Minifigs, because then there's a bunch of places you can dig through and get germs, and that's a lot worse.
Okay, masks and hand sanitizers, sir.
Yeah, I've got those. Yeah, I'm using.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, let's not get carried away and ban it.
Yeah, Meyer's okay. Myra, I don't have to interact with as much stuff. But yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So stay tuned for our Clicking Bricks content. So yes, and then
Yes.
way in the future, like a month from now, will be July releases, and that'll be a little bit less chaotic because not as many things release in July.
Yeah, you need those months, don't you? And sometimes it's good to have those months where just not much happens because you sort of think you can sort of go back and pick up some sets that you didn't, even like
that's true.
Near into retiring.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah. All right. Well, again, thank you, everybody. It was lovely having all of you and chatting about the June releases. And we will, like I said, we will figure out what our next episode will be. We'll post it on Instagram and we will see you all later. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.